Each year loses.
I got lips all like this.
It's great having you here. I saw some papers.
What's good?
I was just about to say Hilly, and I just hacked up a
Trounced
lung,
on
bro.
it. I got you. I had you covered with that.
Facts.
Good.
Season
Good,
3,
son. We
episode
here, man.
15.
Episode 115.
We up in
We're
this
trucking.
busy.
I
Yeah.
was about to say, don't do it.
No.
No, trucking.
I was looking at him.
Ah, I see.
Gotta have that filter.
Yeah, 5 minute boot.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show. And we got a lot of cool stuff we're going to talk about. We got a Mando season finale that we got to discuss. And we'll give our final verdicts on where the series is so far.
Oh, yeah.
We got Reinfield review coming in hot, baby.
That was a ride.
It was. We got Evil Dead Rise review coming in hot.
That as well.
Yeah. So we had a busy ass day yesterday. Started up early, got some overlays done for today's show.
Yes.
And we then saw a double feature. Stone got to do what again with your cousin?
Don't even fucking remind me.
All right, something else.
All right, well, I had to go to the Grand National Steeplechase.
What the hell is that?
So imagine like it's a horse race.
Okay.
It's in like a field. It's not like an actual track.
Sure.
And have you ever seen like horses like jump over like fences and shit?
Yeah.
Well, this is within the race.
Oh, okay. So it's like an
yeah.
obstacle course race.
Ish, but it's
Got
only
it.
like jumps and stuff.
Sure.
And it was about to, and it did just absolutely torrential downpour.
Mm.
So they got the first and most important race in, and I hope the jockey is okay.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, the horse jumped over, hit its back legs, and almost like flattened
Oh.
the jockey, and he got up, and then immediately got fucking hit by another horse.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Obviously completely unintentional, but he was laying on the ground, and the horse is just kicking, bucking.
Oh.
It ended up running like 2 miles up the street.
Oh, my
What?
God.
They
dude,
just couldn't
that's-
get it. They couldn't get it under control.
That's insane.
So like, I hope the horse is okay and the jockey's
Yeah.
okay. But
Oh,
like,
my God. It's like a Rings of
that
Power
shit was-
situation.
That
over
shit
there,
was
kinda.
wild, bro.
Holy moly.
That shit was wild.
They're having some issues with horses as well.
So
Yeah,
like
I
I go
heard.
to that, and it's supposed to be at noon. Didn't get there till 1. Got down to woke up entirely too early to get ready for that shit.
Yeah.
Got there, got rained on, went home, took a nap, went to dinner.
There you go.
Not too bad.
You know
Not too
how bad I wanted to go to see 2 fucking movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a time.
If this wasn't
It was good.
If I wasn't in this wedding, like in this wedding party, you ain't catching me out there, dog.
Would have been there.
Never. Well, I had to wear decent clothes. I'm like, I got to go buy decent shoes, buy another decent shirt because the other ones I have are white. I'm not fucking them up.
No.
So I wore a black shirt.
Yeah, right.
Everybody else is wearing bright colors.
Oh
Not
man,
me, bitch.
out there
You
looking
won't.
like Raven from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I should have got a purple one.
Oh, that would have been
Oh,
cool.
That would have
Yeah.
been sick,
that would've been
dude.
sick.
I need to see if that company has a purple shirt.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I would rock that in a heartbeat.
I saw your Bong Dong shirt.
Yeah,
That
dude.
was cool. I was like, yeah.
Well, so the Dong Bong, that was Friday night. We went
Yeah.
we went to the baseball game Friday night, which was really cool. And we went to Watershed and Fed and Crossbar.
Okay.
You know what Crossbar is?
I have been to Crossbar.
Crossbar is cool.
Yeah.
The Watershed is the market,
Mm.
the upstairs bar. It's all
Okay.
the way at the end. Well, there's an upstairs top deck bar, which is fucking awesome on a nice day to just go and fucking hang out and chill. That's awesome. And then they also have an inside restaurant.
Gotcha.
So he left there, went to Crossbar, and then walked over to the stadium for the game. Great game, by the
Been
way.
a long time. Oh yeah.
Very
so,
good.
yeah.
Very good game Friday. We also won yesterday, so let's go O's, baby.
Let's go.
The Dong Bong is what people were calling the home run hose.
Yeah.
Where they're like bonging
Or the
water
Homer hose
or
or
like
whatever.
Gatorade.
Gatorade,
right.
Yeah, the Homer hose. I have the Homer hose shirt and the Dong Bong shirt.
And I've
That's
seen the people like commenting and going, "You shouldn't be promoting drinking. This is clearly an alcohol related." They're not drinking alcohol.
No, they're
It's
in
Gatorade.
they're in a professional environment.
Exactly.
You stupid Karen.
It's like you're the one that's projecting alcohol into
You,
this
right,
situation.
Is
like,
it safe to assume? No, bitch, it's not.
Sorry that you're a wine drinking mom.
Sorry that you're
I
just
think
gonna-
you want your kids to be
Sorry
like
that your
guzzling water
assumptions
like this. You know?
Sorry that your assumptions
dangerous.
are incorrect. You stupid idiot.
Well, I mean,
It's
who's to say
water.
that the fans aren't doing that with alcohol? Sure, but not the
Right.
players.
Well, I
But
mean,
that-
yeah, but it's
they're
also
saying
hard
that
to get
that's-
a beer bong into the stadium.
Not when
Well,
it's the
true.
Dong Bong, baby.
Okay. Have you ever seen the?
I think that's a terrible name.
I love it.
Oh well, yeah, that's why they're like it's not actually called that, but they made a shirt. So I was like,
Yeah. Well, I heard
Lee-Ball
that
Lee-Ball
term
sent
on
me the link.
radio.
I was like, I'm buying that
Yeah,
too,
I just,
bro.
I just think
Dong
it's
Bong.
Yeah, they got
Let's
rid of
go!
they got rid of the home run chain from last year,
Yeah.
which was
I like the Dong Bong
together,
better.
held together by duct tape.
Good
It was
God.
worn so much.
Wow.
Yeah, but we were cracking it at the end of last season. So we were hitting home runs left and right. So everybody was just trading off, and they kept breaking. So they just duct tape it and spray paint it.
Right?
They kept the
Gotcha.
same one all season, which was cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool
That's
thing. Like
impressive.
the Stanley Cup. It's the
Yeah.
same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's metal.
It's true.
This
But
chain,
it's been everywhere.
This chain was plastic.
Dong
Wait,
Bong.
I don't think the Washington Capitals are allowed to get the Stanley Cup back because they were doing like keg stands out of it.
Damn. Oh my
Right.
God.
When we won, oh my
There-
god, yeah,
There was crazy
dude,
things that
you
happened
should.
to this.
There's video everywhere, like Ovi's chugging out of it.
Oh my
Dude, it's
God,
awesome.
bro.
It's awesome.
Disrespecting my
trophy, bro.
Oh,
Don't
fuck
worry,
your
it was
trophy.
deep
It's
cleaned
a-
and put in a
I was
dishwasher.
gonna- yeah, I was gonna-
dishwasher.
Yeah, whatever.
Just tumbled.
It was in
Yeah.
the industrial kitchen's dishwasher. You'll be all right. It was disinfected.
There you go.
That's an episode of our cartoon right there. You gotta clean the Stanley Cup after everybody's drank out of
Disinfecting the
it.
cup.
Yeah.
Some top notch is like, it don't fit in the dishwasher, bro.
Boom, boom, boom. Puts it in a dryer.
All in all, I'm glad you guys went and saw those movies Saturday
Yeah.
because I had full intentions on the other day going fucking Super Mario and all that shit. And
Yeah.
we just kind of, I guess we just kind
yeah.
of got caught up
Fizzled.
in.
Doing our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the
There's
day,
would have been good movies to see too. There's so many.
I mean, we
What
could
time did you
still-
guys get out Saturday
7
of the second movie? 7?
7?
7:30.
7:30.
Could,
Yeah.
could you have condensed that?
No.
No.
Was it the times
It
of the
would,
movies?
yeah, for
Yeah,
those
they-
two movies specifically.
Gotcha.
520 was the earliest showing of Evil Dead that we could have seen.
On a Saturday, yeah, I could see
Well,
that.
but outside of not like we didn't want to get out of Renfield and it already be like previews rolling.
Right, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Evil
No,
Dead. Like,
I
I'm not
always
trying
a
to do
small
Well,
break
I
in the
thought
middle.
there was like they had an 11 o'clock and a 1 o'clock, and we wouldn't
Yeah.
have made it with Renfield with
Right.
1 o'clock, and then there was a gap until 5. So I guess
'Cause-
it's between matinee and
Renfield ended at
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
1:30.
right. So
That
That was,
we
exactly.
would have
that was
already
a long
missed.
movie.
no, No, it started at
Hour-
11:50.
Hour
so
30, hour 40,
well,
something
yeah,
like that.
fucking
Yeah.
perfect.
it was good. Empty.
Yeah,
he said
well,
that.
and it gave us.
He mentioned that there was only 2 people in the theater.
Yep.
It,
yeah,
it,
we
well,
took
yeah,
care of that.
11:50 showing 11:50
sense.
showing matinee. So I mean, and it gave us enough time to like go get food somewhere, have a couple drinks, chill out.
It was fun.
Yeah, like have a good time, and then go
Oh, I'm
back
happy
to the
you
next
guys
movie.
had fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, seemed like everybody that that was with us had a good time.
I just
Everybody
wish I
was chilling.
carrying that handle of fucking Tito's with me in the rain.
Yeah,
Drown my sorrows even more.
yeah.
Just kidding. I would have not have done that.
Well, speaking of drowning our sorrows, let's talk about Mando season finale.
Yeah, let's get
Talk
into
about
the Mando.
Baby.
All right.
Bam, 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 bam,
Star
bam,
Wars
bam,
dead.
bam. Kathleen
Kennedy
Kennedy
killed it.
sucks. Da, 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 da. Okay,
It's-
so all right. So
Moff Gideon's not dead.
So we'll talk about so the season finale had a lot of setup potentially for spies in the Mando clan, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
amount to anything.
Didn't do any of that.
So, but yeah, so I'm already
That's like
getting
a
ahead of
spoiler
myself.
without it being a spoiler.
I
Right.
know. I
It
just
was-
so like
it
that was
such-
actually good.
It was such heavy speculation by
Yeah.
a lot of
I was just
people.
gonna
well,
say. I
I
told
was-
him the other day. I watched that video. I'm
Yeah.
like what is it? The Death Squad?
Yes.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
are they
Death
coming
Troopers,
back? The-
Death Troopers or whatever.
No. The horns on the armor's helmet were a
Oh,
sign
oh, yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
Maul's
Yeah,
group,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, the armor.
tying in from
Is the armor
from
gonna be
Clone
Solos
Wars
and
gonna
Han
be a
Solo's
Well,
group
turd?
and all that.
the Death Squad is from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
From when Darth Maul
Maul.
gets the dark saber and he's ruling over Mandalore.
Yeah, so I watched the video. It was like 3 different speculations of who the spy was.
Armor.
What's his armor? Wolves
Could have been a potential one.
and the guys on the ground.
Well,
the-
yeah, that would have made
Other
sense.
pirates, right?
You know,
And-
we went over that last time.
None of that.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to say that first is
Yeah.
that we all speculated that there could potentially be a spy, except for me. I said there is none. They're not that good at writing.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
And-
unfortunately, that was the option
Yeah.
that we came up with that would make sense.
Correct.
And that was not the universe that we're in.
So
How do you name something spies and not have more than one?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it literally was one person that we knew was a spy the whole fucking time. But anyway, so
Couldn't see that coming.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna make like generalized stuff about the season finale, like statements that were just like kind of my general thoughts on it. There was definitely some things in it that I did like. There were some action sequences in this season finale that I thought were well deserved and cool. They looked good CGI wise. There was a scene with Bo-Katan where she really does bust out some badass moves in
Of
this
course she
one.
did.
Well, yeah, I know. Din Djarin does have some cool scenes too. Some final battle type things where he's pretty badass. Then they have some atmosphere battles that were interesting. The atmosphere battle for me is kind of a double-edged sword, just because there are some things about the atmospheric battles that were cool, and then there were some attributes of the battle that I just was like, what the. Why this shot? It's boring.
Yeah.
But again, I'm glad we
Talk about more
got
of the
it.
stuff that was in the air.
Yeah, like right above the planet is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. We got atmosphere battles, like
Yes.
right outside of the atmosphere of the planet. And again, I just think that some of it was cool. Some of it I was
Oh,
just
you're
like,
talking about
dude,
with
this
the-
is so stupid.
Like the Imperial.
Well,
Well, no, the ex-Imperial ship that the Mandalorians have.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
that- I was gonna say.
I know.
You don't gotta motherfucker.
What?
Right. So
What the?
rock my hips.
Oh, God.
After I see that meme or I hear anybody say that, I immediately think about Fortnite Saga. Rock my hips. Anyway,
Back on
sorry.
track. Holy
Yeah, sorry.
Din Djarin.
So yeah, so there are definitely
Din
some
Djarin.
things.
Holy Din Djarin.
I know.
There are definitely some
Spoiler.
things in here that I like.
For the end.
Shush.
But
You don't know.
I
Well,
don't
you
know. There,
Anyway.
when it comes to the plot of this episode, for me, a lot of stuff is rushed. I think that has
I think
an-
a lot of it.
and a lot of it has to do with the runtime. I think for a season finale, man, you got to be at an hour, dude. Like I am.
They did that,
That
last
thing
episode.
quoted was what? 40, what did it say? 42 minutes? Or did it
Last
say
episode
31?
was 39 minutes,
39.
but
All right,
the
so when the-
actual episode was
Yes.
31 minutes
Yes. I was just going to say that. You take all those end credits and
Right.
beginning stuff out. I'm like, this isn't a full episode, bro.
Right. It wasn't.
Not.
long.
I was talking to my barber. He's a big Mandalorian fan. He's
Sure.
cutting my hair. He's talking about it. I'm like, don't spoil it for me. And he goes, I won't. But there's like a couple things I want to talk about. I'm like, I can't yell at you because you're cutting my hair right now. But like, shut up.
Yeah.
And he's
You're
like,
an
"Okay."
IG-12 fan?
Well, no, he said they do Paz Vizsla justice. I'm like, okay, we'll see.
No,
And then
no,
I
they
watch
don't.
it, and I'm like,
No, they don't. They don't do. They don't do nothing.
Like, shut
Paz Vizsla is literally
he's
is
dead.
Favreau. Is literally Favreau.
Yeah.
An allegory
out.
for Favreau. Yeah,
He's
and just to let everybody know, I don't know if we've reported on this yet, but he's already come out and said after Ahsoka, he's done. He's out. Kathleen Kennedy's just interfering too much. He's so unhappy, and he's done. So, good job, Disney. You literally are getting out the only good writer you have.
This is why we're here.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
That is why Kathleen
So
Kennedy's
it'll be Dave
Right, yeah.
Filoni at that point, which will mean Star Wars will be a live action cartoon. At that point, so.
Yep.
a live action cartoon.
I mean the Mandalorian season 3 basically is Clone Wars live action.
Well,
Not good.
that's good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, like I said, I think action wise, I think it was pretty on point for a season finale.
Yeah.
Story wise, for me, way too rushed. I think the pacing of things was crazy.
They crammed so much.
No
shit.
explanations for some things that they have on screen. I just felt like
That's kind of where it's for me. It's not only like, do I not like it because it did not tell the story that I thought it was going to do, but I did not like the story that was told either.
yeah,
Like
it was,
it's not just like, oh, you didn't do what I wanted to do or what I thought should be done, even though that is partially it. Like, you have opportunities there that you should have seized, but you didn't. It's what we were given and how we were given it. Just not a fan.
Well, and the other, I mean, we can get more into it, at least for me, when it comes to the spoilers, because to me, as a Star Wars fan, it really does feel like they go, oh, that's what you want? Fuck you. No, we're not giving you
And they
that.
don't even do it as well as Game of Thrones.
You're right.
When
But-
it comes to, like, I guess special characters, not special
Well, right.
scenes that we want to see. But I mean, like, you can say same, different. Like, we want to see this.
Mhm.
We want to see this character. Well, fuck you. We're not going to do this. Kill that character.
Well, I mean,
Kinda
for me,
same.
it's not even that. It's just things in Mando aren't earned. Like things in Game of Thrones, you have complete setup, an entire season of setup, and then something happens at the end of it, and you're like, yes, that was earned. This is like, cool, I got 2 episodes that were good. Then I got fucking Lizzo, Jack Black, Christopher Lloyd, Dr. Pershing.
I mean, but
got,
in the same token, that is the same Game of Thrones thing. The first seasons were good and had those payoffs. Towards the end, you had the Ed Sheeran, you had that kind of
right. Yeah.
schlock, if
Yeah,
you will.
you're right.
So you're right. It was completely like Game of Thrones in that aspect.
Yeah,
where it
It's
started
Game
off
of
strong and
Thrones
had that, but
season
then
7, yeah,
7 and
for
8,
sure,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
100%. I agree with that.
So
yeah.
that's kind of where it's gotten to this point where it's like, all right, our establishment, we don't have to establish ourselves anymore. We're a household name. So
Yeah, well, yeah. I think they
I don't
butchered the
Yeah.
story, to be honest. There's certain things that, that they try and set up in this season that end up in the season finale not amounting to absolutely nothing. And for me, I just was like, then why did we even do this to begin with then? It wasn't funny. It's not cute. It's not silly. It's not like cool Star Wars shit. Why are we doing this?
And I will say, with a non-spoiler aspect of things,
Oh, yeah?
how it ended does not really leave me craving more.
That doesn't leave me
Of
wanting-
Mando or Star Wars?
Well, kind of both to
Sure.
a degree, just
Okay.
because of how it's just like.
Yeah.
I would say both as well, just because of what they formed the show into.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
it hasn't been about
There is no
Din,
springboard to go to
it
another
hasn't,
step.
It hasn't been about just Din, like the first fucking whole season, until the last 2 fucking minutes.
Well,
Correct.
and like you guys just said, like season 2 ended with young Luke coming in. Everybody's like, "What the hell is happening?" This season ended, and again, season 2 made me want more.
Mhm.
This season, how it ended, I just was like, "Well, and Star Wars is dead. I don't care anymore." Like, I don't understand like what they're doing. The whole episode, while me and Mike were watching it, I was like, I don't get where they're going anymore. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like why they just write this shit so bad.
Space whales, bro.
But yeah, what the fuck?
What are those?
Yeah, nobody knows. Who gives a
Find
shit?
out in Ahsoka, dude.
Yeah, I bet you they're all women too. They're all women whales. Like
Squiddy whales.
that's I
yeah.
like. I'm
Fiend whales.
so I hate to get like semi-political, but I'm so fucking tired of the identity politics in fucking Star Wars and Marvel. I'm over it. Get it out. It just
take.
doesn't. And
You're not the
listen,
only one
I'm
here either.
all about representation. I'm all about all of that type of shit.
Yep.
If it's done elegantly, just write a good fucking story.
Yeah.
Stop shoving shit down my fucking throat, dude. I'm over it.
Can't.
I'm over it. It doesn't make a good story.
They're just
And
waiting
the
for you
season,
to say something even stupider to get fucking canceled.
well,
That's what they're promoting.
Of
it's
course.
just one of those
That's,
things
that's
where
the only way they can shove it down your throat.
this to me proves as like factual information on the show, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It
Not
doesn't
in the
make a
fucking
good
Star
story.
Wars
It doesn't make a good
universe.
story, dude.
But
in anything.
But that's where identity politics. I'll agree with you. No, but the whole female lead can be done properly.
I'm all about that.
That's
Yeah.
not the issue. It's how it's done.
yeah,
how it's
and
written.
how it's
Again.
unearned.
Yes.
And of course, there is the triggering term of Mary Sue, but it is a real thing.
Yeah,
That's what, unfortunately, in my opinion, Ray is for the main sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I agree.
Right off the bat, boom.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
who did everything.
Again, I'm all about representation of anything you want as long as you write a good story. I'm all about it. I don't
Do
care.
it properly and do it correctly.
When I
Well, that's
and
kinda
and
the
let
same
me
fucking
just
thing,
make
right?
this point clear for anybody who's watching or listening or anybody ever. When I watch Star Wars, Marvel, sci-fi, anything, I don't
Fiction.
I watch that stuff to get taken out of here.
Right.
I watch that stuff to escape. I don't
the stupid
want
reality says
my reality shoved into stuff that I'm trying to escape from. Like, and I just mean life type
Well,
things.
I'll say that because movies on
I agree.
a degree have always had some sort of messaging. If you want to say propaganda in some, fine, but it's the difference of heavy-handedness and in your faceness. You can have a theme that your movie portrays, but it's done subtly, or it's the context of the film and not just a character blatantly spouting out of line that constitutes what you're trying to get across. And
Yeah.
so it's just like,
Yeah.
got
yeah,
it.
Right.
Like, no, it's thoughtfully done, going like, why is this character acting that way? Why do they have an impact that they do and stuff like that? That's
yeah.
what
And
it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's
well, like-
harder,
like
for
I
sure,
said,
but-
I watch, like, I'll take Star Wars as an example. I watch Star Wars because it's a different universe than mine, and like they do,
There are fucking alien life forms.
Well, and one thing about Star Wars that was interesting to me used to be was the politics in fucking Star Wars. Now they just take all of our politics that's
That's the
going
di-
on in real life
Exactly,
and shove it into
exactly.
Star Wars and
That's the
say,
difference.
here's, and I
Last
go,
Jedi
this is
on
an
the casino planet. It's like, these capitalists. Like it's
right.
that-
That's what I'm talking
Oh, I didn't
about. where
know
I'm-
that Star Wars had capitalism in
Right,
it. They named it capital. That's the
That's what I'm talking about. Where I'm like, dude, this is what it like. It wasn't like that back in even in the prequels. Like maybe it had. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too young.
The point that I'm trying to make with it is like you can have that like evil capitalist agenda, if you will.
Yeah, just write it.
Just don't call them capitalists
Yeah.
and say like this is how the system works and we're against this.
Yeah.
But not naming it that or like this is what this group did to. But a little bit of exposition on that end, which again you have to think out logically, and it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate authors at least that do that, like George R. R. Martin, Tolkien, all these.
Sure.
They delve to the core of like how would this society work,
Right.
and build it out. And again, like it's just a ton of work and talent to do that.
Well, yeah.
and to do that in a show too, in a
Right.
condensed format. But I don't know, like that. It's the part that when they skip that goes straight to like just here's your sign.
Yeah, copy paste from real life. Put it in the show. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, that's not.
Well, even if I put a different analogy, it's like you can have a sign in there, like in your if you vision like the story as an image, you can have a sign there or whatever, but just don't make it a neon sign. Don't draw
Right, yeah.
all of the attention to it.
Yeah. Like you can. I forget who said it. It probably somebody from Disney that lied, but it's always it's got to be the story first and then your personal message second. It always has to be a good story first.
Mainly
Correct.
Because
First.
this story wasn't real to begin with. It is
Yeah.
fiction.
It's true,
It is in outer space.
of course.
It is in galaxies far, far fucking away.
But that's what I'm saying. You can technically write your characters into these scenarios that you're trying to shed light on.
Yeah,
Just doing it
elegantly
elegantly
and
is
yeah.
the task, and that's not what's happening.
So
No,
let's give our final verdict on this episode.
On the episode? Okay.
Yeah.
Episode, I would give it a 6. Like, you can watch it, finish the season fine, but whatever beyond that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably a 7. For me, it was a little bit above average.
I was going to say the same.
But I honestly gotta say, if this episode and the last episode were earlier in the season, they'd probably have a little bit of a higher score.
100%, because then we wouldn't have to have 2 episodes that didn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is at the end, and then as the finale goes, then we got 3 more episodes.
Right. Yeah.
We would have maybe 2
Well,
or 3
and-
of seeing
And the backtracking of
and then
sequel.
and then the next season's gonna be what?
I don't know.
Not this.
Is
well-
there going to be another season?
I don't know.
don't know.
I just, again, I think 7 is me being nice.
Right. I didn't want to be
it-
nice.
I know. I'm just saying. It's rough, dude. I'm not gonna lie. For a Mando fan, for a Star Wars fan, this shit is rough. It's rough to get through.
Are you almost on like the Stan aspect of fan wise? Because I'm a fan, but you love it a lot more than I do.
Yeah. And
You're an over fan. I'll call it that,
Well,
because I don't
I'm-
want to throw you under the Stan bus level.
I
You know
would
what mean?
say I'm a longtime Star Wars
Okay.
fan, but I'm
Right.
I'm even more of a fan of the EU of Star Wars. And we'll get into this when
Yeah.
we get into spoilers because
I
there's a
just
lot
wanna-
of
Disney killing it.
I also just want to like flatten that out for anybody that's like,
yeah. When it comes to Star Wars, I know what the fuck I'm talking about
Exactly.
most of the time.
Most of
there
the
are
time.
definitely people who know a lot more about Star Wars,
and that's
than
mainly
me,
why
but-
if I have a question, I ask you.
Yeah,
But that also shows that I'm definitely interested. I'm definitely invested. Rewatching Clone Wars, gonna be watching Rebels, gonna be watching Bad Batch, all this stuff. It's not like I'm gonna completely nullify it because I want to get ready for Ahsoka. I'm probably gonna watch Andor again too.
Clone Wars, especially later seasons of Clone Wars, that will make you kind of not like Mando as much.
Not like Mando or not like Boba.
No, not like Mando as much. Just because there's things that they do on
Not- hold
Mandalore with Mandalorians and
Okay.
stuff in Clone Wars.
The
that is
Mandalorian, not
super cool.
Din Djarin, but the collective Mandalorian.
Well, the Mandalorian's not about Din Djarin no more. It's about everybody, every Mandalorian now.
And-
All right,
Anybody
so
can
when
be
we
a
talk about this,
Mandalorian
we got to
and a
speak in
Jedi.
seasons.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, well, it's just not because of the way that this season ended. Clone Wars, Clone Wars will literally make you go, well, none of this means anything.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's buns, but still.
yeah,
I'm a
we good? Yeah, just checking. Okay, you scared
Just
me.
checking. No. Just checking.
All right, yeah. So,
well,
Stone, what do you?
mine's
what do
also
you-
a 7.
7. Okay.
Dude, yes, the story is not very well written, but I love the kind of combat that they can pull off.
Yeah, the combat
With
was
this
cool.
kind of shit, with the jetpacks, with the fucking armor flying around, with a hammer and a fucking tweezers, dog. Like,
I hated that. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I loved it, dude. Fucking, yeah, man.
So stupid.
All right.
It
all
was
right,
stupid,
all right.
but she doesn't have any other fucking weapons. It's nice to see what she
Then
uses.
why the fuck is she fighting?
Well, how many people?
Got
Did,
to. Get her
how
the
many
fuck
did she
out.
take out?
Definitely can't make her own weapon.
So
All right.
stupid.
Spoiler time.
Spoilers!
We're getting spoilers. This
Okay,
is your
well,
spoiler warning.
I wasn't done or anything, but all right,
all right.
just go ahead.
Well,
Run
we
it.
started
We're getting
spoiling
into
stuff.
spoilers.
I started
Spoilers.
spoiling.
Didn't get too deep into it.
Yeah.
Wee woo, wee woo. Okay, spoilers. Spoilers section of Mando
Yeah.
finale.
Yeah, I hated the armor. We'll just keep going with that. I hated the armor is probably the worst character in Mandalorian now.
Should have been a spy.
Hate everything about her voice.
Should have been a spy.
Should have been a spy.
Something
Would have
to
made
do.
her
Should have
way
been
more
the spy.
interesting.
I
She
wish my
has-
speculations would have been correct.
Yeah, agreed. I think it would have been a better written
Yeah.
thing. I hate how every shot she's got the stupid hammer and the stupid fucking tongs so she can grip on somebody's nose while she's. I'm over it. I hate it. She's so stupid, and I want her to die. I want her to die.
Didn't.
Should have
But-
been in the fucking Imperial ship that was crashing down. Fuck her. I'm so over it,
Why
dude.
didn't Why didn't X Wolves just fly out sooner? You had the trajectory already, but you waited till the last.
Why
minute.
didn't he stay in and die? It would have made his character way better.
Yes, it would have kind of redeemed him being a douche.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely,
I mean,
definitely agree.
Like, all right, here's just, again, modicum
Everyone
of
get
writing
out!
difference,
And
right?
motherfuckers like gripped onto the chair. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. Now I'm gonna go. Fuck you.
He used his jetpack to get up
oh
there,
my
right?
god, dude.
Dumb as fuck. But, hear me out. If, let's just say he did that, ran out of fuel, he couldn't have escaped, died on the ship. Would have made more
Would have
sense.
made better. Here's another thing.
It took 5 seconds.
It's
to
almost like
think of that.
you thought for a
I-
second.
but
Oh
five
my
seconds.
God.
It just happened right here.
Holy shit.
But that's my point to like the idiocy of what we've seen. Like, why did we need him to get off the ship?
And then you hear him at the end cheering. Shut the
Granted,
fuck
you'd
up.
have the same people going, well, why didn't he just leave the ship? But that's why I came up with just a little explanation.
I have something that I have to point out that really pissed me off in
Grind
this
your
fucking
gears?
show, dude.
Oh, that's an overlay. I need gears grinding.
Yeah.
Grinds my-
So you're telling me some chicken takes your kid. You have an entire squad of Mandalorians flying out there. They can't go because their jetpacks ran out of fuel, right? So why the
Different-
fuck can you go to space
Different Mandalorian.
and back?
Different Mandalorian. He was part of the other people. They had gas.
He had a larger gas tank.
Yeah. Well, the ones on the planet, they didn't have much gas.
Bro, as soon as I saw him go up into the fucking atmosphere of the planet, I'm like, yeah, but we couldn't get Yo's kiddo over here.
Those jetpacks can only go so far on turtle blood, dude. Like,
Yeah, for real, bro. Fucking dumb as shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm gonna just go up into space and come back, but when we go to get this kid, I'm gonna run out of my fuel. Dumb.
Yeah. Must be a very thin atmosphere.
Fuck
on
me,
Mandalore.
dude.
I mean,
Ugh.
guess with the irradiated surface
So
and all
bad.
that, it
And
makes
then,
sense.
bro, and then oh my god, they have the Imperial Guards come out from the new trilogy.
Praetorian
There's
Guards?
they're supposed
They're
to
all
be
red.
the biggest baddies of Imperial Guard type stormtroopers, the best of the best. Last episode, they're chopping down
Best of the
people
best
left
of the
and
best.
right, killing everybody. And then a fucking
You
what
mean to
did
tell me you
what
can't
was
catch
the
a puppet?
what was the analogy that you used? A bird got in the house.
Oh
and
yeah, they're trying to get
Yeah,
the
they're
bird
trying to
out,
broom.
dude.
Baby-
With the broom, exactly.
Baby
Get outta
Yoda,
there.
Grogu is on top of this light fixture thing, and they're just like, get out! What the fuck?
chopping the lights and zoom, zoom.
And then Din Djarin is like, pew pew pew, dead. No problem. No problem.
Well, he was
Even though
grabbing,
they were
you
kicking
know,
my ass last fucking episode, but pew pew pew,
in
you're
per
dead.
seconds. Well, you know why though, right?
I don't care
No.
at this point.
It was because they were threatening his kid.
Yeah.
My
So stupid, dude. Oh yeah, and then
speaking of-
the robot that Grogu's in the whole fucking episode of the last 3 episodes, the most annoying thing that they ever did in Star Wars. No, yes, yes, all the time, gets one tapped and then it's done.
So
What?
dude? When that shot of them backing up, like Grogu backing up
Yeah.
into the doorway,
And then they just
they're
chop 'em
They're
down.
just walking like this. Oh no, what's gonna happen? And
Yeah.
you're thinking, we said it. There were so many. Well, we were thinking that they were gonna get force pushed or something out of there. It's like no,
Something.
Just beep beep beep.
Yeah.
Door closed. Next scene,
Bro,
Just,
what I wanted to happen is I wanted Grogu to be like, oh yeah, well, pew, 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 and like start like going crazy in the fucking mech with the black, like
something.
do
I don't
something.
think the mech has the blasters. But
Well,
you can
pick one
smart.
up. You got a fucking robot arm.
You can pick them up and you can force pull things.
How about they come up close to you and he goes, no, and picks up the blaster and then goes, pew, pew, pew. Yes.
What if
Pew,
he-
pew, 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 pew.
Imagine
yes,
he grabs
yes.
fucking Paz Vizsla's
or he
entire
dis-
suit,
oh,
bro.
jeez.
Oh,
Or
that
he
would be sick.
disarms one of them. Like,
Dude, I mean, just something.
granted, he would be like, "How does he know how to use it?" But
Dude,
Listen, we
I'm
just talked about a
fucking
fight
over
scene
it.
for 2 minutes that were.
it was
I'm just
better than him
over it.
flipping
I'm
it
over it.
around and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah, well, we had him flippy dippy on top of the light fixture and people couldn't get him off the chandelier.
Yeah, but he can't walk fast.
I'm just so over
no,
it.
right. That's why he needed the robot, so he could walk the same
That
speed
still
as the
couldn't
pod.
walk
so-
fast.
What could go faster?
What was the
but
actual point of the fucking robot mech that
It
he
was
could be
fan
in?
service for the IG-11 fans.
It was also fan service. Well, it was so that he could have a voice.
What?
I guess.
No,
and
no,
also
no,
so they could put the
no.
little Babu Frick guy.
Why
in the
can't you
thing.
just make him say no
It's
or
another 50
yes
years, Another
and
50
keep him in the pod? Why did we put him in a fucking robot?
Yeah, why didn't the pod have like yes, no, yeses?
Hey, there we go. Hey, instead of putting him in a robot, we could have made the pod have that.
There wasn't enough room
Why
for
the
there
fuck
wasn't
did
enough
we-
room for a speaker.
No, but for real though, like legitimately, I'm being serious.
They
Like,
did not
what
have
was
the
the
technology.
actual point of putting him in the fucking robot?
Because only
So
the
they
little
could
Babu
break up
Frick guys
fights.
could make the thing.
To break up
Yes.
the one fight,
No,
to make him look like he has a conscience, that he can
and
do
they
something.
and they gave the little nod.
But you know
He
what
gave
they
the little
could,
nod
you know
to
what they
Din.
could
I
also
got you.
do with him, because he's a fucking force user. He could stop them with the thing that
Again,
he's so.
Just imagine he was using the force, like you'd see the robot arms like doing the movements of it, but he was like, knocking the spears down and like.
Oh no, I'm just talking about just him sitting there while they're still fighting. Use the force to
Well,
make them stop moving. Just like
that's
no.
fight. Yeah, that would have been.
But
better
there
too.
was nobody.
And again, and their
say
reaction
no.
going like, "What? I can't move right now. What's happening?"
You mean to tell
yeah.
me that you're going to be really good at this kind of shit? Oh,
And then we get the Moff Gideon clones.
my babies? You see the theme
Dude,
of my baby?
I'm just going to say this. As a Star Wars fan, laughable.
Yeah, dude.
Laughable.
Again.
And
he's trying to perfect
my bad. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm sorry.
something that like when we were watching it, this episode was so telegraphed as far as what was going to happen that numerous times we were like, and here's this scene, and here's this scene. It's crazy.
I did the same thing,
It's
Dude,
crazy.
even though I was watching it by myself.
Right,
I was
exactly.
like, I
Bro,
know this is about to
predictable.
happen.
And it did.
I'm gonna give one example, and then I'm pretty much good.
Mm.
When Axe Wolves comes in with the ship, it's blowing up. Moff's burning. They fucking Bo-Katat's got her little shield. I'll protect you.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, that's not gonna do shit. Grogu's gonna do a little force field. It happened.
Right.
How many times in this episode did I go, this thing's about to happen right now? Boom, and then it would happen.
Guys.
Every fucking scene, dude. I'm like, and Moff Gideon clone about to open his eyes. Boo! And then you see Gustavo.
and then what's also it makes
Laughable.
it makes to me it makes no
Laughable.
sense
To do
that
what?
he goes in the clone thing. Din Djarin goes up to the control terminal, goes bleep 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 boop bleep bleep
Boom.
boom.
Yep,
And
boom.
shit explodes.
What?
Like I know the built-in exploding command. Like
How about-
Alt F? Just
Yes,
F.
bro.
Like,
How
what
about
the-
you, like, instead of doing that, you take a blaster and just blast the fucking pods up? What?
If you can break the windows that easy, why not just shoot every single one of them?
Or like
Yeah.
blast the the little
The
like
control panel?
Yeah, like what? Do something. I mean, anything would have made more
Because then you wouldn't be able to hit the override key.
Yeah, whatever, man. Fucking hit the override key. On
They
the
should have had a
show.
glass shield over it, like Christopher Lloyd's guy, like the little big red button. Like don't
the easy button,
Exactly.
Staples easy button. Well, and we get another thing in here where we got to mention, or at least I have to, because it's just a complete and utter mockery of everything Star Wars. Moff Gideon knows how to clone midi-chlorians now. He knows how to infuse Jedi powers in all his clones.
They sequence Grogu's
Fuck.
jeans, bro. His Levi's. They got him.
Yeah, because that's how the Force works.
Yeah.
What it?
I'm just going to take some of your DNA and dino DNA
No,
myself,
they
boy.
3D printed those midichlorians, man.
Dude, I mean, there, like I said, the action in this one, that's about the only thing. And the CGI looked good. But, like, other than that, everything else in this fucking episode
Did you
was
love that?
terrible.
Did you love that ending? The mythosaur down there goes down. You're like, hey, I bet he's gonna open his eyes.
I was gonna say at the same time when I
Yeah,
was
we
seeing that,
literally said
I
that.
completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
But I was like, when they're saying he's now my apprentice, and he looks down, and then it took how fucking long to get all the way down. I'm like, you can't see that motherfucker. Don't even do that. Don't even look like you can see all the way the fuck down there.
Down there. Hey, there's a boy, big boy down there.
Fucking winks at him. Sup, dog?
Yeah.
See, I already know what they're going to do with the mythosaur. And it's so stupid.
Bo-Katan's gonna ride that shit.
Nope. Fucking people are going to find out about it. They're going to come to Mandalore and they're going to fucking take over Mandalore. They're going to take the fucking mythosaur back to Coruscant. Because that's what they did with the first one in Clone Wars.
We'll just redo that.
Yeah, because Disney doesn't know how to do anything original.
It's true.
And here's one
They
thing
did
I'm
do
going to...
that
I was saying,
originally.
that was the original. That was the original first one, though.
This is the thing, bro. This is something that I'm gonna just say here now, and I got to be honest. If it's, I mean, I know we gotta watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know we gotta watch everything because of the pod, all that shit. But if Ahsoka is, I know if Ahsoka is bad, I'm giving up on Star Wars. I'm not even playing. And this is why. Star Wars, when it got bought by Lucas, Disney decanonized everything from the EU. No Plagueis. That's why Snoke was there. Everybody thought it was Plagueis. No. They were so adamant. No, it's not. It's not Plagueis. Everything in the EU is
It's
done.
their own thing.
Well, guess what? They're doing the EU.
Exactly.
That's why there's Thrawn. I'm fucking over it.
Yeah.
Why did you decanonize it then?
Well, again, so then they can technically claim
Pick
it's
apart the
theirs.
fucking corpse that Lucas made that was awesome, and now they're gonna do the fucking
And-
Heir to the Empire movies. Oh, really? Well, that was a fucking book in the EU that was amazing, and now you guys are gonna do it? What are you doing?
Well, that if anything, you have to. That is somewhat of a smart business plan. Get something that you own,
Well, it's 'cause
say it
Dave
doesn't
Filoni-
exist, and redo it.
Well, that's because Dave Filoni literally loves those books and loves everything from that era of Star Wars because they couldn't make the movies because it was too fucking expensive at the time. And Disney said, oh, everything from that era, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, but we're going to just repurpose it and make it our own. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So
but
if
the
Ahsoka's
problem,
not good, I'm done.
I'll pose you this one thing though.
Sure.
That may change your opinion. Star Wars Visions.
I mean, sure.
For the
Again,
fact that it's not canonically related necessarily.
but yeah,
What
that's.
they good.
I was just gonna say that's good and fine. Again, if Ahsoka's bad after that, and there's more Star Wars shit that comes out, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm I'm only watching
Seeing
that
it for
out
the
of
coverage.
sheer
I got you.
obligation at that point.
I got you.
If Ahsoka is bad, dude, in the trailer, she drops the fucking name of the goddamn trilogy. She says Thrawn is the heir to the Empire. If that show's not good, I'm fucking done.
What if that
I'm
show
done.
leads up to Ryan Johnson's Heir of the Empire?
Then I'm done. Well, like I said, if Ahsoka's good, I'm in there. If Ahsoka is bad, I'm fucking over it. I don't care. I'll watch Star Wars to get coverage. Not gonna enjoy it anymore. Fuck Star Wars. Until Kathleen Kennedy's out of the fucking building, I'll be done.
Yeah, well,
Fuck her. She ruined everything.
So imagine this. You remember in the first season of Visions, the samurai guy?
Yeah.
One of my favorite fucking episodes.
I've watched
in Visions.
4 of those episodes.
You
saw
seen
that
it
was
on
samurai,
Samurai.
the black and
the first
white,
one. It was
and
great.
dude.
It was great.
How much did you like that episode?
It was killer. I loved it. It was great.
He's basically a fucking Sith hunter.
Well, he is a Sith.
Yeah.
But that's what
know.
I'm talking about as far as
That's
not
the best-
being done with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'll
Bro.
give those because again, it's done by people. To me, from what I've seen on those 4 and what I've seen in the trailer for the second, those people care about the product that they're putting out.
Yeah.
Because it's the independent studios.
Yeah.
I would love to see a fucking show like that because he's already got what? 6 or 7 lined up.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
exactly.
Bro.
Yeah.
Expand that.
Give me a small short season of that. It's the same length episodes as that.
Agreed. I love that.
You could probably do it. It's black and white and red.
But
Yeah,
I 100% agree. I would be down for that.
Especially with she pulls her fucking lightsaber out of the umbrella thing. That was fucking cool.
Oh yeah, the attachment that she
Yeah.
has on it. Yeah.
That was sick.
What seems to me is like, at least with this new Star Wars stuff that they've had, the things that don't directly like tie into the Skywalker story tended to be good. The Mando started dropping here, but like Andor doesn't necessarily have that canonic timeline to it. You know,
yeah.
it's like
I mean,
once they
kind of, but no.
they'll drop references, but it doesn't impact.
Andor felt like Rogue
the
One,
impact.
where Rogue One, until the end of Rogue One, it was like very much like a separate story in Star Wars.
Right, and that's what tends to seem to me that works. Like Mando did at the beginning, where like, hey, this is a standalone story, and now it's starting to weave into the sequel trilogy and all of this, and now it's starting to suck, in my opinion.
Well,
So if they keep it on the same thing where like this is happening in Star Wars, you can use troopers, you can use droids, you can use all of this stuff and make the atmospheres look that way, it works. Because you can write a story that could work in the modern world and make it Star Wars. And not have to worry about, well, but how does this deal with Palpatine's cloning and all that? And
don't
have to
have to worry
explain
about
these
that.
things.
Yeah,
You
but
don't have to worry about that. That's
At
what I'm
all.
saying.
but
Yeah.
I like, and that's fine. I agree with
We don't
you.
have to worry about
but that's
Moff cloning either.
my mind hears that and go, well, they are doing that. They're doing that with the Acolyte, and it's gonna suck.
Well, true. Those, but just from what they have said, the producers of that show and the actors,
no,
whatever
I
in that
get
show.
you. I get you.
But that again, that's kind of where those Vision stories lie. This is
Yeah.
in Star Wars, but
But it's
it has-
very much its own.
Correct.
Yeah, I get you.
and
No,
those
I know.
tend to work for me because it is drawing from the relevance that I know and I can associate in Star Wars. But again, I don't have to worry about the story making sense in the timeline.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man.
Right, it doesn't have to.
I'm cool with watching everything. Like if Ahsoka is bad though, I'm sticking. I'm dying on
If
the hill.
Ahsoka's
If it's-
bad,
If Ahsoka is bad, I'm done.
if Ahsoka's bad, are you still not going to be as excited for
No,
that whole collective of bringing it together?
fuck no.
Pregnant
I'm not gonna
Rey?
be excited about that shit at
No,
all,
not-
dude.
not that-
I'm gonna
I know
laugh at
shit.
how bad it's gonna be
Right.
because again, if Ahsoka is bad, everything that comes out after that will have Kathleen Kennedy's stamp on it, and it will be utter doo-doo buns. And I'm going to rip it apart.
And as far as Ahsoka goes, again, this whole Thrawn thing, it's going to be Thrawn. Thrawn is the main villain.
He is the next Palpatine, yeah.
That they
I
name
fucking hope
drop.
that, they name drop him, but is he going to be there?
Well,
You already saw him. He's in the Ahsoka trailer.
He's in the Ahsoka trailer.
the
I'm
back of his
talking
head.
about with Mando. They name dropped
Oh.
it. They missed their opportunity to
He-
springboard
dude,
at the end
he
of
shoulda
the episode.
came in and wiped the floor with Gideon.
Yeah,
he should
we
have
talked
said.
about-
I know. He should have came in, went up to Moff Gideon while he was fighting Mando, looked at Mando, said, "Who the fuck are you?" And then just wiped
You're
Gideon
nothing.
off.
Yeah.
And then just goes, "Get the fuck out of my place, bro." And then everybody leaves because it's Thrawn and they're gonna die. Like that. That's what should have happened.
Mandalore
If you
is
want to
no
set
longer
that shit up
your
correctly, that's the way to do that shit. And I guarantee you that they will do that, and it'll be in Ahsoka. Thrawn will come in and start fucking everything up in Ahsoka. I
But
guarantee you.
again, that's where you missed your sprint. If you're
I
trying
agree.
to tie things
I
together,
agree.
that
I agree.
was your
because
opportunity.
then it would have made Thrawn's impact in Ahsoka even more imposing.
That's
I
what
agree.
I'm- that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I agree with you.
Missed that boat.
If you, I mean, the correct way to do it is sprinkle it in like they did with Thanos and Marvel before Disney bought out Marvel.
Yep.
Yeah.
But instead, what we all got was just, here's an Easter egg for you. I'll make a video on YouTube about that.
Here's all your speculation going down to shitter.
Well, and
That's
and
logical
and their
speculation.
engagement, their media engagement goes through the roof.
yeah,
Their metrics with people talking about it, because it all gets.
I know.
God, was it Parrot? Is that the app that does? It tracks all that shit as far as who's talking about things online and gives scores to shows and whatever. It's how Lord of the Rings was topping the charts. People saying, "Look how crazy good this show is," because the metrics everybody was talking about.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Not taking into
Not
account. It was
taking into account
negatively.
the actual
yeah, and it was
words.
Exactly.
ratioed
It
to
was-
hell. And It doesn't
exactly.
matter.
Doesn't
like,
matter.
even if
The
it's
engagement
ratioed, it's
was
bad.
I was
high.
about to say, hold up. I didn't hear anybody talk good about it. It's
Right.
just-
that
I just
well,
heard a lot of
but
people
everybody
talking
was
about it.
talking about
So
it.
they just assumed that it was good talk.
And then it's
they-
reported on saying, "Hey,
Right.
look, all these people
I
are talking."
I
Yeah.
understand.
yeah,
that whole-
it's
So
that
it's a whole
whole
business.
scenario.
It's a whole
Right.
business thing.
yeah.
So they don't necessarily care how good or bad things are to a degree because
Well,
it's going to be talked about.
And the other thing that
If it's
Disney does that Amazon also did is that they make the paying customer the enemy.
Yeah.
They make you as the fan say, "No, you're wrong. You like the source material?
Yep.
Fuck you."
Yeah.
And you go, "What? I'm a fan. What are you talking about?" And they go, "We
Don't
don't want
care.
you. We don't give a fuck."
I have this story that I'm trying
Right,
to tell.
yeah.
I have the rights to these things.
Yeah.
So, and I know you want to watch these things.
Yeah.
So
And
Shut up and
you don't-
listen,
If
boy.
you don't like it, then we're gonna deem you fucking patently evil.
you are an ist.
You're evil.
You're an istophobe.
So, oh well.
It sucks.
Yeah, and that's why your shows are doing so bad. Amazon and Disney is because you guys fucking suck, and you make everybody that's a fanboy an enemy, and we're doing it out of love
Yep.
for the franchise. We're not
the,
doing
the property.
Yeah,
That
we
these
love the
general
property.
characters. You know, the origins of these
It's
characters.
really
are taken
easy.
from.
Just do exactly like Illumination Studios did with Mario. Just fan service the fuck out of your shit. Respect the source material.
Yeah.
And then just get Jack Black to sing a song about it.
True.
Now,
Peaches,
I actually will
peaches,
counter that a
peaches,
little
peaches,
bit. Like,
peaches.
don't just do fan service, because that's somewhat what Mando did with the whales and all and throw like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just fan service to a degree is not good, but weave it in.
Not good.
Yeah, not good, not good. But either way,
What
I
are
don't
we
know.
giving the series so far out of
I think
10?
I gave more episodes and over an 8. So I'm going collectively with each score that I've had.
Sure.
It's gonna be an 8.
Okay.
if I
Kinda
had the
has to
metrics
be
up, I'd look at it. But
Right. Statistically for
me-
me, I know I gave more episodes an 8 than I did anything below. So it's gonna go an 8, but the finale,
I'll say I probably
Under
gave
average.
episodes earlier on a higher score because
Yeah.
I had optimism and
Yeah.
hope of where we were speculating and we're like, oh my god, they could do this. Bap, 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 bap. Now that I know that,
now that I, even though I
salts
didn't
that.
like the Lizzo and Jack Black episode, it was still done well. Not exactly like the writing,
Right.
Okay.
but the acting in it with Jack Black
Barring- yeah,
and
yeah.
all this. Even though the episode wasn't needed, none of us gave it under a 7.
True. I mean, it was
So
it's hard to when you shoot things nicely.
I
everything
wasn't
looks
giving
good.
it a high number because I'm looking forward to next week's show. I'm looking forward to giving you this episode,
I get that,
right? So like,
but
this last
I'm saying when I
episode,
watched it,
it wasn't
I was more hype about
right,
it.
It wasn't the greatest season finale I've ever seen
Sure.
in my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm giving this season overall an 8.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more shit that I liked than this finale
Fair.
and the Jack Black episode.
I would
I
say
like Jack Black.
probably overall, I would give it a 7 just because
7 for the
just-
series?
Yeah, just because the story didn't
For the
amount
season.
to much.
Series. We're doing the series.
The
Like
entire
whole-
1 through 3.
1 through 3.
1 through
right.
3.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just did season.
All right, well then
Oh,
we'll do
that's hard.
season first, and
Season.
then we'll do the series.
Season
and then
for
that'll
me
be
is
done.
a 7. That's
7.
yeah,
Okay.
7.
Season for me, 6. 6 out of 10.
That last episode dropped it that much.
The
It's
last
not. It's
couple,
not so much
sure.
the last episode per se. It's
It's
the
overall
setup
writing?
for the last 2 episodes.
Okay.
The last 2 episodes end with a payoff that I don't think is
Warranted.
I don't think is earned.
Mm.
So I
What?
think
the
it's
cabin in the woods,
I
in the desert.
no, I just think everything that you think you know about Mando, they say fuck you in the end of this season for me, especially stuff with the Darksaber. You literally took an ancient relic from the Old Republic and you let Moff Gideon squash it. I don't know what you're doing. So,
We didn't mention that. No
I know.
Darksaber. No more Darksaber.
well,
Gone.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like you have the Darksaber Kyber crystal, and that's all you have. So obviously it's gonna get remade. I don't care though. How about that? I don't give a fuck because it's not gonna look like the Darksaber.
It's gonna be made
anymore.
into a Grogu pacifier.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You
Sucking on
yeah,
Darksaber.
I bet you that Grogu will probably get it.
Probably.
I get you. I bet you anything that he'll
As soon
have
as
it.
he's able to talk.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This one for me was a 6. It really let me down. There was a lot of stuff that I think they could have done that they didn't do in this one. And as a Star Wars fan, I just got to be loving on it, but I got to be hard on it too.
Yeah.
And I think 6 for this season.
That's because that comes
Is it?
from your passion.
Sure.
Yes.
I
Those
think
birds
this
should have made
this-
it all the way
this-
through the season.
I agree. They should have
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
mounts.
They
But
definitely should have.
you know,
That's too smart.
I think out of the 3 seasons, like season 2, I think I gave like an 8, maybe
Yeah.
even a 9 because it just ended so wildly.
Mm.
But you also the thing that I took into this season was the fact that if you didn't watch Book of Boba Fett 2 episodes in and you went into the season, you had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Right.
So that got already minus points for that. Fuck that. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Wow.
So that's for me. What do you guys think about the series?
I'd stick with the 7, honestly.
Stick with the
Yeah,
7?
yeah.
I mean,
stick
I'm
with
just going
the-
to stick with my 8 because I'm pretty sure I gave each season an 8. There's no need to
I'm
give it anything less
Mm-hmm.
than what I've given them all collectively.
Fair.
in
Yeah, 'cause
typical
average out.
now
Tyler fashion. My score is going down. It was at an 8 out of 10. It's dropped down to a 7. This season I think is a whole negative.
It's understandable completely with
yeah.
everything that you've said. We see why.
You're looking at trajectory.
If no one
Yeah.
sees why your score is going down, they're stupid.
Well,
They're
I mean,
not
it's
listening,
I'm not even.
and they're watching a narrative that somebody's just force feeding them with a spoon.
Yeah, no, I don't even give a fuck about none of that
comes the
shit.
airplane.
I'm just saying, as a
Yeah.
viewer, I was at an 8. It's at a 7 now. I'm not saying a 7 is bad at all. It's above average TV, but as a Star Wars fan, it's just not the best Star Wars sequence I've seen
Right.
on television. So that's all.
Will I still go back and watch these seasons in its entirety? Yes.
Yeah,
I won't. I
Not
won't-
gonna watch season 3.
All right. Well, I was
not
saying me.
rewatchable
That's why I
for
said
me.
I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I will watch season 3, but I will not be as excited as I would be watching 1 and 2.
Of course. I
and
agree with
that's
that.
natural. And where the fuck is the mechanic? She didn't make another appearance.
No, she didn't.
I was upset.
Yeah, she only got 1. I thought.
Well,
It's like one episode.
Yeah, I think the first episode.
It sucked.
It's first or second episode.
She's
First episode
all
for
types
sure.
of comic fucking relief. Put her in.
Yeah.
More.
All right, let's mosey on over to Renfield.
Oh,
Talk about something better than
You guys
that.
do it.
Right. Let's do the Renfield. Hey, down in front.
No,
Yeah.
I like that.
Renfield.
What the fuck?
Renfield, baby.
That was cool
We
as
did that
shit.
yesterday. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So, Renfield, what a movie! Really funny movie.
I'd say like I didn't expect it, but I somewhat expected it. I don't know. It's weird. It just I knew Nicolas Cage was going to be Nicolas Cage, but no.
But I mean, they really give him a big spotlight to shine in this movie. And if you're a fan of like dark comedy, action, and some horror elements, if you like vampire type things, this one's definitely for you. I definitely enjoyed this film. I had a good time watching it. Was laughing the whole time.
It's better than the Dracula series we watched.
It is better than the Dracula series that we watched.
Dude, it was only
Dracula.
3 episodes and it was on Netflix.
Yeah, it was like hour-long episodes.
The first
or
2
something.
episodes, fantastic. Last
Third one, terrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but this
Stupid
one,
shit.
this
Right,
one
back
was
to
really
Renfield, sorry.
cool. You're good.
I mean, I'm just Dracula.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I mean,
Comparisons.
never seen Nicolas Cage do anything Dracula related,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, I want more, man. I want more
Does this
of,
leave off with
of
potential?
well, yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know.
say
Technically,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, it does leave it open for maybe a second film, which was cool. I'd like to see Nicolas Cage come back as Dracula. I definitely think on screen though, he really stole the show. I mean, every
yeah.
scene with him in it, I wanted more
Look
of
at him
it.
down here with this top hat, right there. Look
right,
at
exactly.
That
I
was
mean-
him, dude, geeking.
And it was cool because the way that they set him up was just, I mean, you just really believed that he was Dracula. I mean, it was awesome.
I mean,
it was
before,
really fun.
Before we get into the spoiler aspects
Yeah.
of it, can we talk about the prosthetics in the beginning? It was
Amazing.
crazy.
Amazing,
I
yeah.
was not expecting like underworld level of prosthetics.
Yeah, it
as
was
far as
very
like a
cool.
vampire. That's what it reminded me. And then
Yeah.
his like chair with the bags and all that.
Yeah.
That I was thinking Victor that whole time.
Yeah.
Dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's good.
Very cool. Really interesting lore too. I mean, again, the action sequences, nice. The action sequences in this film were really fun and cool. I will say though, I do feel like because Nick Cage is so good as Dracula, anytime he's in a scene with anyone else, he's outshining.
Well, of course,
everybody.
but it would make sense as far as Dracula being a more not, not necessarily imposing feature, but just magnitude. Like,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
would be attracted to it.
Yeah.
And then also just something that Stone touched on actually too is the color grading.
Yeah,
that
very
the film was
blue and
graded
orange.
was
It's
really
very
cool.
Yeah.
The
The only reason I
you'll
touched on
see,
that was
like,
because of the trailer that we reviewed.
Exactly. And they kept this tone, and you see it in the clips that I have here. This bluish hue they
Yeah.
use, and it's a very like undead-esque tone.
Yeah.
And then obviously the oranges are like popping to that contrast in color. They did really good job with
Really
a
cool.
lot of those places. Like the bar was a really cool visual
yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Really cool sets, really cool designs of really everybody's costume. Everybody felt really cool. A lot of language in it, but it was funny.
Let me ask you this. What I'm gonna ask is in trailers.
okay.
Was there a lot of the fucking body getting shredded scenes?
Yes.
Correct, yes.
With comic
Yes.
relief?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
I'm gonna go watch this by myself
melding the
tomorrow
two,
after
it's pretty
work.
funny. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
get
it.
tickets
So-
tomorrow after work and watch it by myself.
So yeah, a
It's
lot
worth
of
I'm going to.
a lot of gory comedy in this film, which was
So
interesting.
it's kind of like early Evil Dead aspect.
Yeah, kind of.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I would definitely
'Cause
say
I did
so.
watch those.
If you like I said, dark comedy, horror type movies, this is definitely one for you. I think this is a perfect movie to start off like spooky season and stuff like that. Like it's just a fun fall
added
type movie.
to your spooky season movie?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, this one is fun, man. It's a good watch, and it was fun to laugh with, friends or even if you see it by yourself, whatever. Like you're gonna be laughing. I
It's
think
funny.
so. I forget the actor's name, but he's the voice of Sonic. He's in it as well, and it's just really funny hearing him just say "fuck" and everything all the time because he's Sonic. So it was really funny. I don't know. I don't really think that there was anything in the movie that I guess I would say like the slow parts, they do dip down a little bit.
Yeah.
There are some slow parts in the film, but they do kind of like ramp right back up with like an action scene or comedy that's landing. Somebody that really surprised me in the film that I didn't think
Exactly what you're gonna say.
I would like really, and it's nothing really against her.
Got it right.
Is Aquafina.
Yeah.
I didn't really necessarily like her character in Shang-Chi.
Cop, right?
And yeah, she's a cop. But she does deliver a pretty good performance in this. I thought it was pretty solid.
I would say worried about the most.
Yeah, me
but
too.
no.
Act like the same as she did in Shang-Chi?
Well, that's
mainly
why
because of like her voice and how she says shit?
No.
Okay.
It's the fact that she at least
Has a
she was in a
particular
show
role.
in Comedy Central and she played basically herself in that show, and then in Shang-Chi she's doing the same exact thing in that.
Mhm.
In this, it was a little bit more believable that she was like a different person and a cop. And she is a funny person, and like she has a lot of comedy background, obviously with the show on Comedy Central and stuff. So her jokes were written very much for her, but her delivery in them were really good.
Right.
She made me laugh a lot during this film, and I had a good time watching her on screen. I thought she was a cool character.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did good. The plot of hers, it was like
Little weird. Yeah, a little weird here.
but
and there.
like I wouldn't say that this is necessarily a plot heavy movie.
No,
It's
no.
a fun hack and slash
Yeah.
and comedy and over the top Nicolas Cage. Don't go in it for the plot.
No,
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, this
For
is
sure.
This is a movie where you want
It's
to
still
watch
a funny plot. That
like
it,
yeah, and just laugh it up and just be like, what the like what the hell? Like there were multiple times during this film where we were like, oh no, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I mean, people were getting ripped apart in this film. So it was fun. It was really cool. Dracula super imposing again. Can't say it enough. Nicolas Cage's performance as Dracula was just so good.
I agree.
So good. I loved his like accent, his emphasis on certain words, and his.
Oh,
face-
really?
his-
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. His facial expressions in the film were amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down, it's just a really fun film to watch. So yeah, I mean, I'm good on that. That's my non-spoiler.
That's the
review.
non-spoiler. All right, we'll hop into the
Well,
spoiler.
wait, final review.
Oh, sorry. Final number age.
Yeah. So what are you giving it?
For me, an 8. It's definitely funny. It's obvious. It's not the best plot, like I said,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's a fun move. Go watch
Yeah.
it. It's 8.
Um,
Laugh your ass.
For me, it was a 7. I think it was definitely above average. I think it was a fun movie. Like I said, the slow parts kind of dipped down for me a little bit, but it brought it back enough for me to, be like, hell yeah, let's
But
get in there.
I feel like you need that, though. You need a
100%.
decompression to bring back that Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage action.
Yeah. So, it wasn't the best, movie I've ever seen.
Right.
It's definitely not far from the worst.
It was more than I was expecting, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I had a great time watching it. Super funny movie. Love Nicolas Cage's Dracula. So I definitely would recommend it. It's a funny movie. Go see it.
Go see it. All right. So, spoiler review. This is your warning. Spoiler warning. Wee wooing. Oh, here we go. And Son's gone.
Yeah, I don't think he's seeing it tomorrow, so he probably doesn't want to get spoiled.
Gotcha. It was funny that just covered his
Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
I was like, all right. All right, so yeah.
Spoilers for Renfield. So Renfield starts off pretty interesting, to be honest, where it's like, you get this like wild ass transition back in time to like black and white film grit and stuff, and Nicolas Cage looks so cool, like just being like, oh, Dracula.
Yeah, the old traditional type
Yeah.
Dracula, the Bram Stoker-esque.
Yes.
Yep.
Very cool. Renfield gives you some backstory that he was like a real estate agent, went to the Count to, or not the Count, but
Yeah.
he went to, you know, don't call him the Count. He went to the Dark One to try and get a deal, get him some land and get some gold and stuff. Ended up doing really well and kind of like utilizing Dracula's like I guess upper echelon status as like kind of a tool to get him
Just-
more
yeah,
land and
of
blah blah
course.
blah. Ends up becoming Dracula's familiar, and then is trying to get out of that. Basically, is the movie.
His toxic relationship.
Yes,
Which I thought was a fair and funny juxtaposition, like not juxtaposition, but like analogy.
yeah, I thought that was it was an interesting take on the familiar type of thing, because I've seen like what is it called, What We Do in the Shadows or whatever, and like the Taika Waititi
TV
on
show?
FX,
Yeah.
seen that and the familiar aspect in that show, kind of similar to this, but way more like, I don't know, this one was, I don't know, I thought it was better in my opinion than Taika Waititi's one. The other thing that Renfield can do is like he eats bugs and can get like crazy powers.
He gets a fraction of Dracula's powers.
Yeah, and I guess like they did explain it, but they didn't really explain
No,
it.
they didn't explain why bugs. Like he said, it has to be a living source.
Yeah, and it just, I mean, even Renfield himself says like, I eat bugs and get the power. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
like
right.
You know what I mean. So
Exactly.
it was like
we're brushing over.
Yeah, just
again,
accept
not having
it.
to be plot heavy. It's not something that needed to be explained.
Yeah,
Just have to know he eats the bugs
and he can rip people apart and stuff. It's pretty sick.
Yep.
We get a cool ass thing here where like Dracula's about to like attack a priest, and he's stuck in this circle that they
The
have, this
protection
protection circle. And Renfield kicks his slipper out and messes up the circle, and then you see Dracula go inside of the priest like through smoke and then explode him. Oh my god, it's
Done.
crazy.
I did like that setup though. I don't have it up.
Matt's in the chat. So he's talking about my final score for Renfield. The other action sequence that I really liked in this movie was the one where they like Renfield's like flipping through the air, like ripping off arms and like throwing them through people and
Javelin
stuff.
them, yeah.
It was crazy. A lot of really funny jokes in here. Nicolas Cage's Dracula was just so good. I mean, it was so good. I mean, his teeth coming out too, and
Yeah, I
breaking
liked
them
them.
off and everything. I like the teeth. I thought they were going to be distracting, but they really weren't.
No, and it was cool. I like sat further back in the mouth and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
yeah.
It was interesting.
How about that face getting ripped off part, dude? That was crazy. I was like, what the
Not
fuck?
expecting that either.
And the guy's like, oh! I was like, oh my god, dude, it's crazy.
A lot of gore. A lot of gore for sure.
Stone said, fuck that, I'm still listening. I don't care.
There you go. But yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, there are definitely parts in this film, like I said, that were just absolutely a treat to see on screen. Dracula just doing like every power that you've heard Dracula
Change the
having
game,
was
right.
just like so cool. The one scene where Renfield's like going to the church group that he's been like venting to, and there's like a like the door like swings open, and the instructor guy's like, oh yeah, come on in, buddy. And Dracula just like comes in, and,
like,
everyone's like, no. And then
The one at his apartment was my favorite.
oh, with the welcome mat. Yeah.
He saw that when the door opened. He was like,
Yeah, that was cool to
They
me.
did
Where
it
he
to
opened the
himself,
door,
man.
Because at first, when I saw that scene, I was like, "How did he get in?" I was like, "He's a
Right.
vampire." And then like they show the welcome mat, and Renfield's like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Oh, that was a cool little thing where it's like it already says welcome,
Already
come
invited.
in, yeah,
Right
yup.
there.
And it's like, oh wow, I didn't even think about that. So I thought that was cool. Loved the eyeballs as like olives in his like blood martini too. While he's like drinking.
Little things like that. It's all crazy.
It was crazy, dude.
Like one of my favorite parts was his transformation.
I was just about to say the
and that they had
transformation
multiple
that they had.
prosthetics to like
yeah.
show that transition. Great.
It was so cool, dude. Yeah, he had like little straggles of hair and everything.
That's what made, besides like the throne and the blood packs, like that slow transformation is what makes me think of Underworld and Victor.
Yeah.
Because they did the same
Yeah.
thing. You come out and all emaciated and all that, and then slowly build up to the power.
You're feeding me trash, Renfield.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah, because they were all just like loser ass humans. They do a lot of cocaine in this movie.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of cocaine. Oh my God.
One
So
guy
funny.
snorted the bug, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, that's his method of getting the power.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Centipede?
there's crazy. Oh my God, that was crazy. I was like, oh, yikes. And then they got a cool like crime boss family in it too, which was interesting.
It was weird. That part was weird for me, but whatever.
They just
like, you
owned
need
the city,
another
whatever.
villain,
Yeah.
aspect. I don't know.
But I mean, again, Dracula in general in this film is just such a treat in every scene that he's in.
What was the guy's name? The mob guy.
Mob guy.
The main mob guy who turned into the familiar at the end.
Teddy
Lobo?
Yeah, Teddy
Yeah,
Lobo. Yeah, Sonic. It's Sonic.
Oh,
yeah.
that's Teddy Lobo.
Yeah.
How do you know it's Teddy Lobo? Hey, I'm Teddy Lobo. You
yeah.
going back?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
I'm pretty sure it's Teddy Lobo.
Yeah.
It was. I thought just things like that was funny.
Yeah, and that actor, I love him. He's in Parks and Rec as well, and he's very animated like that too. So it was just so much fun seeing him on screen and kind of like not having a leash on him and just being like, go crazy, dude. That was fun.
And I did like too how like he was somewhat of like a little bitch, you know. Like, have you ever killed a person? Really, like that whole scene was pretty intense.
Yeah,
I was like, is he gonna shoot her?
Yeah, I thought.
And then maybe
would.
Renfield would get her back somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was, dude. Yeah, that was pretty intense. And then the whole then with the mother too. Like I'm looking for like my legacy to continue.
Yeah,
and that delves into like, well, he finds Dracula. Like this is the way that we can do this.
This is how I get my hands dirty. I just send Dracula out on people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And I mean, again, that's where, like you were saying before, where it's like not a plot heavy movie, but there's enough oomph there to get you to the next scene.
Right.
And it makes you believe like, oh yeah, like what they're doing totally makes sense. This crime boss guy is trying to utilize Dracula because Dracula is angry at Renfield for betraying him and trying to protect people instead of giving him nourishment and shit. I loved the one scene where he's like, and Renfield, this is our plan. It's world domination. And you see world domination on the thing. And then Andy's like, and you, Renfield. And it's like a post-it
by
note.
Dracula and Renfield.
And Renfield. And it's like a post-it note on there, like attached to Dracula's name. It was just so good. And,
I
again,
enjoyed the comedy in it. It was
well,
good.
and the whole sharing circle was hilarious. The whole thing where it was
Carol,
like, the first sequence where they're in the sharing circle, Renfield doesn't really want to share. He's just kind of listening to everybody. Then the second time, Renfield finally opens up, and like everybody's like, what happens when you take charge, man? And Renfield's like, he won't grow to full power. And the guy's like, he won't grow to full power. It's really weird that you said
a weird way
that.
to say that, but
you're right. And then everybody's like, he won't grow to full power.
He
Like
won't
that,
grow to full power.
Yeah, and then,
And now, if you take control, what would happen? I would
grow to full power. I
I don't really believe you. And he says, I'll grow to full power?
Yeah.
I'll grow to full power. I will grow to full power. Funny.
It was just funny, man. And there's this girl, Carol, where every time she's
bad for
sharing,
Carol.
they'll start the sharing circle with her, and she's sharing, and then Renfield will just bust through the door. And she's
I
like,
need your help, everybody.
Yeah, she's like, I guess I'm done. Like, I guess I wasn't sharing or anything, and
That I geek
Hilarious.
so much at this. Hey, fuck Carol, right? I hate her too.
Well, and then at the end, she wasn't even there. Like
That's what I'm saying. Everybody got
everybody got saved, brought back to life, but not Carol, dude. They got rid of her.
Oh my God.
So funny, dude.
Fuck Carol, right?
I mean,
And I think that little aspect of it is such a little Easter egg that we noticed.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
I got wrapped up into the whole fuck Carol thing. It was funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And fuck Kyle, right? And it's like, fuck you, Kyle.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was so funny, dude. Yeah, there's this
Fuck you,
character
Kyle.
named Kyle. Every time he says something, everybody's like, fuck you, Kyle. Yeah, it was so funny. Every time they would do that, we were like, that was Lee Ball. That's
Dude,
Lee Ball.
and, at the beginning, where he's like, you say F you to me all the time. Fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude.
Yeah, so great movie. Definitely highly recommend.
I think it was a definite must see for me. For sure. Yeah.
Sure.
So go see it. It was good.
Definitely.
Good times.
All right.
Switching gears.
We're gonna switch gears. What do we want to switch gears to? I don't know. Are you coming back, Snow?
I think he might be pooping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we
just
just
switch
move
right
on
on
to
gears
Evil
to Evil Dead. Yep.
Hey, down in front.
Love it.
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I like it. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, buddy.
This film, to me, was like a fucking roller coaster ride.
Insane.
It was absolutely, by far, the most intense movie I've seen this year, hands down.
Did not stop.
It starts off at
Fast.
100% just ramped up.
Not the first scene.
Like,
but
what?
yeah.
The first scene, people get.
Well, I mean, like the first scene
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
start
yeah,
off
yeah.
with like, but
Well, but I mean,
the
there's-
first sequence, yes, yes.
I mean, how long do you think it takes from like where it opens to get to like the title scene or the title sequence? Probably
I'd
like
say
two.
I would say 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. My
Yeah,
bad.
because I
seemed
feel like there was
fast.
a decent amount of setup for
Fair enough.
the yeah.
To me, it felt fast, dude.
I mean, it definitely was fast,
yeah.
but I feel like that whole cabin setup scene was probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah. I either way, it ramped up.
I mean, this
Quick.
isn't really a spoiler, but like the first scene is a day prior to the events that we watched throughout the rest of the film.
Correct.
So, which actually I thought was a cool way of doing things.
Yeah, me too.
Retrospectively looking at it,
Yeah.
I was starting to get confused while I was watching it to a degree, trying to link it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
also
overall,
just so much going on at the end too.
Exactly. So, and I mean, it does make sense,
Mhm.
but it's not technically related. We'll say it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
The characters that we get introduced to are not related to the story that we see unfold.
Correct.
I'll say it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that whole sequence was about 10 minutes before we actually get into the rest of the movie,
Yeah.
which all takes place within one day.
Yeah.
So it's
Um,
pretty nuts.
big time, big gore in this one. Like, oh my god, the gore in
Yes.
this. Holy moly.
Gave Stanley Kubrick a run for his money with blood, that's for sure.
There were some sequences in this, I'm not gonna lie. There's some sequences in this film where I almost lost my lunch. I'm not even gonna, I don't, so there's some scenes in this where if you got a sensitive stomach, just giving you a forewarning.
Yeah, it's probably not the best. It's probably not the best.
I mean, yeah. There's one scene in particular where I was just like, oh boy.
Glass?
No, I don't do well with throw up.
Oh,
like
that's
at all.
yeah. That
And like
scene.
even in like The Exorcist, how it doesn't even look like throw up, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I'll give it. I mean, it wasn't good looking. We'll say it's not supposed to, but
Nah, but I think it was more of the sound folly of it and everything. It was just really well done. That
her splat.
well, and they hang on it, like shot wise, for a long time, man. At least for me, I don't do good at throw up, bro. And for me, I was like, oh, God, like, oh, please get off that
It was
shot.
pretty bad.
So I'm just giving everybody a fair warning. I'm desensitized. I feel no pain. I see nothing but evil. Yeah. So it's one of this. Thank you, chat. It was one of those things where, again, if you're squeamish, this one might be a little too intense for you. It's definitely worth seeing, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that they do in this film, but some of the sequences in this are intense.
I'd like
bro.
to say just close your eyes, but then you just be closing your eyes the whole movie. So
yeah, man. I mean, dude, it was crazy, dude. I mean, it literally felt like a roller coaster ride while we were watching it. I mean, it just didn't stop.
no. Nope.
And there was parts where something would happen for like 8 minutes straight, and then it would ramp down, and you'd be like, oh my God. And then 30 seconds would go by and and start doing it again. And you'd be like, like Jesus.
Get out of here, dude.
Oh God. But all in all, I did have a good time watching this film.
Oh, yeah.
I thought in the Evil Dead franchise that they're building right now, this new franchise, I like it. I think it sets itself well in that universe that we saw in 2013, with the revamped rebooting of things. And I think that it really does solidify itself as like, you watch one, watch the second one after that. And I'm hoping that they come out with another one. I want to see more of these.
I think they will.
Yeah.
Judging by the structure of the movie,
Mhm.
like we'll
You
get
wanna come back
we'll get
soon?
into it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I don't know if I would like a little bit more explanation of things, but I don't know how you necessarily do that in the way that they shoot the movie.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily have a narrator give exposition.
Yeah. It's
Again,
tough.
it's just how it's shot. I mean, you could if you were going more of that Evil Dead original style.
Right, yeah.
But in this, it wouldn't make sense.
To me, this kind of felt like, I guess you would say explanation-wise, I'm kind of glad that they didn't give me a lot to go off of, just because I feel like if they did, not knowing the explanation, I guess, per se, kind of adds to the lore of the Necronomicon in the movie for me. It kind of felt like Event Horizon in an apartment building to me.
Okay.
So I liked that they didn't really kind of like give you everything for the book.
I got you. When it comes to the monster-esque portion of it, and that's where I said, like, I was more relying on you explaining that to me.
Yeah, I get you.
Even with the first one, like that from the prior ones.
Yeah.
And without that context, it I don't want to say it doesn't make sense. You could string along, but like you take some liberties in rationale.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the actions of characters.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
On screen, without the context, you go, why are you doing this? But in the context of controlled by the Necronomicon,
correct.
Okay, this makes sense. It's just that's never necessarily implied.
Yeah, and like I said, that's kind of how. So like, take the Necronomicon and replace that with the Event Horizon's core in the ship. Kind of the same thing. How it's like doesn't really explain in that movie that the core is kind of controlling everything because it's the portal to the other dimension, whatever. But it's kind of inferred that it is that is the gateway. The book is the gateway as well.
Right. I get that. It's like I said, it was more of like the possession aspect of things. It's not clear that it's the book that's controlling.
Yeah. That's
I guess
like,
the first one, it was a little bit more that implied that the book was, because like
100
dude was like
100%
obsessed with the book.
And they in this movie they do use that kind. It's not as done elegantly in this one as the 2013 one did, in my opinion, where the guy's thumbing through, he's reading, he's deciphering, he's redrawing some things and stuff like that. In this one, the book gets read and the person who's doing that is like, you can tell is like hypnotized by the book and stuff, but it's very sped through.
Well, there's also another device, the vinyl.
Yes,
and
yeah.
That's where that confusion for me lies. That what is the actual, like, what matters? Did the vinyl matter? Did the book matter?
So I would say, and this obviously, because the movie doesn't explain this to you, I'll just come out here and say it, that it's not more so the book itself, it's more so what's written in the book.
Of course.
So like if the vinyl is if the book is translated to someone speaking what's in the book into vinyl, those words thus have that power.
Oh, I understand. I don't understand why you needed both.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, if they never picked up the vinyl, does the story happen?
Yeah, probably would, but it would
Or would
probably
it be
not.
just different?
It probably would have had a different outcome. Yeah.
All right.
Because
fair enough.
that certain incantation from the vinyl wouldn't have gotten said. It would have been a different one, probably had a different monster. That's the beauty of the Necronomicon, is that every time you use it, at least the vibe from these videos that I'm getting, these movies that are in the Evil Dead franchise, every time someone uses it, it's going to be something different.
Gotcha.
Something like there are going to be deadites, there's going to be possession, but the ending monster that we get probably going to be different every time.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Cabin in the
Stone
Woods.
said Cabin in the Woods.
Well, do we want to hop into spoilers now? We'll give you.
we'll give the final verdict,
review.
and then we'll do it.
Um,
What are you going with?
I'll probably go with an 8.
An 8?
I'll go with an
Wow.
8.
Okay.
I mean, it was up there, but I have some issues with things.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the prosthetics, especially the beginning.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like-
I know.
You know exactly what I'm talking about on
Yeah, I
Peter?
do.
Yeah,
I
was
do.
like,
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so yeah, I'll go with that.
So for me, I'm torn. I want to give it an 8 because I love Evil Dead. But if I am looking at it critically, I'm going to go with a 7. I'm
Okay.
going to go also with a 7. I think this is an above average horror movie for sure. I think from the aspect of Evil Dead as well, I love the originality from these films. I think that it's cool to me that they're not just redoing Bruce Campbell Ash as somebody else, and it's a whole different universe and stuff like that. And I really do love that the Necronomicon is the villain of each show, each video, each movie. It is that they're them, just like in Hellraiser. They get the Hellraiser cube. That is the enemy. Like, and that is the antagonist during the whole film. Just like in 2013 Evil Dead, it was the book. In this one, it is also the book. I love that. I want to see more of these. I think it was above average horror movie, and go see it. I think it's really well done. So
There you go.
7 out of 10, baby.
There we go.
So
All right. Well, we be getting into some spoilers. Spoiler warning. We woo. Spoilers. Better get out. Get out now. We woo.
oh boy.
We be we wooing.
Spoilers for Evil Dead. So I will just say this, that never seen that monster. It was like an infusion of all the people that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen that before, but I like it. It was weird. It was cool.
I can't say I haven't seen it before.
Well, I mean, Matt pointed out that it was literally the three sisters in Last of Us.
Well, there's that, and then Stranger Things. Wasn't that monster an amalgamation of body parts at first?
Yeah, but that was a little different. I mean, the
Kind of.
I mean, this one had literally like 4 or 5 bodies, like
Yeah.
coming out of the front of it. In Stranger Things, it was more of like one thing.
It's true.
But like, yes, you're right. Body
just a
parts
part
were.
monster.
Yeah.
That's
It was
what
a
I
body
got
part
from it.
monster. Yeah. The possession. I felt like in this one, so they flip it from the forest to an elevator. In this one, wasn't as brutal as the forest
no,
at
it
all.
wasn't.
As brutal as the forest.
It just kind of
at
got
all.
strung up a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad that they
Yeah.
didn't do it again, because the 2013 version, I'm like, ah!
Well, again, like this, that was an homage to the originals. It's fine. You do it
Correct.
once.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to do it again.
Right. And again, it's its own thing. Like I said, it really did feel like Event Horizon in an apartment building. Like there's an earthquake because of the Necronomicon, obviously. And once they get found, it gets found. Danny Boy in the film, the
Danny
son,
Boy,
he
the
gets
book is
obsessed.
calling.
Yeah, he gets obsessed with the book. I loved the latch lock on the side of it was teeth.
Oh, real cool.
So cool. It was like these weird.
Which again,
like-
where did we see that before? Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Same thing.
Yeah, so he accidentally
Beast
hits one of his fingers on the teeth, like trying to open it. Blood squirts out onto the book, and there you go, Danny. Now you're fucked.
There's your sacrifice, if you will.
Yeah. So and then obviously from there, like we were talking about, there's another device that they find with the Necronomicon. It's a vinyl, the Necronomivinyl. Still workshopping the title of that. But the Necroninal. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so he's got this vinyl.
Necro disc.
He's a DJ at heart. He was spinning records in the beginning of the
Loud as
loud as
why
hell.
you got those headphones on? It's my cue, bro.
Yeah, for real. For real.
I don't know how you're hearing that cue.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Also, don't know how those speakers were pumping out that volume.
For real, bro. It was loud as shit.
Dude, that whole apartment complex was the hated that kid.
Yeah. That's why that old guy had the shotgun. He's like, I'm going to go over there and blow these speakers up if you don't turn that shit down. But yeah, so interesting performances from all the cast, really. I did like everybody's performances here. I thought the mom especially, Alyssa something.
Mommy,
forget
you
her
look
last
so
name.
good.
No, not Milano.
She was in Vikings, actually. She's one of
You've seen this show.
yeah, what's the main guy's name?
Ragnar?
Yeah, Ragnar.
Ragnar?
Yeah, it's like one of his
Ragnar
wives.
Lothbrok.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of his wives.
That's the second wife.
Second wife. Yeah.
There you go.
Not
she,
Helga, because
She
Helga
killed
wasn't
it.
his wife.
She killed it in this film. She was awesome.
She's a
Really
good actress.
really demanding film from her. I mean, she
Mommy's
is
with the maggots.
yeah.
Jeez.
She has one line where somebody goes like, what's going on with you, Mom? And she's like, I'm free. And they're like, free from what? And she goes, I'm free from all you titty sucking parasites. I'm like, oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
wild. There's another scene where
Love that.
they do this awesome camera angle, dude, with the fisheye lens, and it's the peephole of
Oh,
the
the
door.
peephole.
And
Mommy,
you
you
just see
don't look so
wild
good.
shit going through the peephole and everything. I mean, there's this one sequence where this is one sequence. This is one sequence where the guy comes out with a shotgun and people are getting fucking ripped to shreds and everything. And blood's coming up on the. Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
It was a lot.
And again, there was multiple scenes where crazy shit would happen and you'd be like, oh my God, what is going on? And then it would stop and you'd be like, oh my God. And then you go, ah, like afterwards, right after, dude, it was crazy. I mean, like things would happen. I mean, dude, there was one part with a fucking cheese grater.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I almost fucking shit my pants, dude, when that happened. There's like a girl falls and somebody puts a cheese grater on, just grinds her fucking leg. I'm like, oh God!
Looks like a skin graft.
It
Yeah.
looks like some nice feta,
Anti-skin
bruh.
graft.
Looks like some Gouda going up on there, bruh. Oh my Lord. Another cool scene where I forget who, but somebody walks out, sees a daughter, she's chewing on glass, and I'm like,
yeah.
and
She had a glass of Chardonnay.
yeah, yeah, literally.
heard that shit,
and she, bro, she's chewing on the glass and the Foley for it. I'm like, it's so
And
real
it pops
sounding.
through the throat.
Dude,
all
and
that.
she goes, she turns around, she goes, I gotta get the creepy crawlies out of my stomach.
Yeah.
Like that. And then she just starts chewing again. And then when she chews again, the glass starts poking out. And, and I'm like, like, Jesus.
And of
Tyler
course,
had a good time.
It was intense.
I mean, the sequences that they got in there are just fucking nuts. I mean,
Well, I don't want to go see that.
It was it
No, I don't want to see fucking nuts.
Oh, it's true. You won't.
it was so intense, dude. Dope ass scene with trying to get the this little girl, the daughter, both the sister and the daughter are trying to get out. They go in the elevator. We get a sick ass
Sister and the daughter, the aunt and the daughter, the sister
the
of
sister
the mother,
of the mom,
yeah,
and the daughter.
Right,
they're
correct.
trying
You
to get
were
out of the building.
correct, yeah.
Go in the elevator. And elevator starts filling up with fucking blood, dude. Literally, like, and they're like neck deep in blood. Like, oh, like what the hell?
Yeah, when it started filling up like the floor levels
I'm
and
like,
stuff on the elevator,
"Jeez."
it's pretty cool. And then
The opening in the top of the elevator is like, and then the monster starts coming through, and they're like getting. I mean, like,
which again I
I'm
thought was cool
claustrophobic,
because
dude. I'm like, get the fuck out of there.
that elevator, like, how do you get the elevator to open with all of the blood and all
Yeah.
this? Like, and it makes perfect sense. Like, it was filling up with blood, and then you hear that it's like too much weight for the elevator to hold, and the elevator snaps and falls down and crashes, and then that's how it's like,
Dude, and
does the Kubrick scene of the blood flowing out.
Yup, and they do that. They fall out, and then they pick up the aunt picks up the daughter, and the daughter's like, dude, oh my god bless this little girl, dude. She is from head to toe dripping in blood. I mean, she is just covered, and you see in one of her eyes. I noticed one of her eyes is like bloodshot as
No,
fuck. I'm
I'm
like,
not surprised.
oh, this poor girl, like, but she's like laying there, and she opens her eyes. She goes, "Am I dead?"
Yeah, right.
I just started
Like,
cracking
nope.
up. I was
Might
like,
as well
no,
be.
you're not
Yeah.
dead yet, buddy.
No, yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
you're
god.
gonna deal with this for another 10 years.
But yeah, I mean, like, it was definitely a fun ride. And again, as the Necronomicon, I'm a big cosmic horror fan. I'm a big Lovecraft fan. Necronomicon's very much in those lanes. And the fact that it was that much chaos, loved it. That's exactly what the Necronomicon is supposed to do. Like, so just in the general sense of it being just crazy like that, I'm in there, bro. It was a great film, horror film at least. You know, I had a great time watching it. It was so intense. You know, it was literally. I mean, I don't know. If you didn't like it, I feel like you know what you're getting into when you go to watch it. I mean, the trailer alone for the film itself, like,
Is intense.
yeah,
Crazy.
and like the
That's what you'll
film
get.
delivers on that 100%. You know exactly what you're going in. So
Now, does this take place before or after the first one, the 2013 one?
I would say, in my personal opinion, it would probably take place after.
So I would be opposite. I would say it takes place
Because
before.
it's in the lake, but it wasn't the same
well,
house.
no, not because it was in the lake necessarily. I would say that because it was originally locked in the vault,
Yeah.
and that was a old vault, hidden vault. So it wouldn't have been modern times getting locked in there for the 2013 one. How they would have gotten it. It makes more sense to me that it was locked in this vault from something previous that we haven't even seen.
Well, the interesting thing, because it's like, it's cool thinking about that. The 2013 one, when it starts, it's like, I forget what year it is, but it's like old times or whatever when it starts off. Remember the girls in the barn?
Oh,
She's
right,
possessed,
right.
like, Daddy, don't kill me, and all that stuff. So I don't
guess
know.
half and half.
I'm not really sure. But this is the cool thing about it, though. That, to me, makes the Necronomicon even cooler to me. Because I'm like, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. It could be right outside in your front lawn. Who knows?
Well, I don't know. At that time, let's just speculate, I guess, for a second. Speculation time. The original 2013 one in the far whatever that we're talking about, do they have vinyl then?
The one that we just watched recently?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
See, I would just trying to formulate this.
Well, they don't have the
into a
vinyl in the
but does-
barn. No.
No. But does vinyl exist? I don't know.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
Bro, yeah. 100%. Just look at some of the shit that they're wearing and stuff in that movie. Oh, yeah. 100%.
You say vinyl, what do you mean?
Like a vinyl
Vinyl
record.
Okay, that's
For the farm, the old timey.
Oh,
That's what does
you mean
vinyl
the
exist
first
then?
scene in that? No,
Correct.
no.
So
Okay. Yeah,
could
I was-
the timeline right?
That's why
Yeah,
I said,
not
like,
in the
you
modern.
see
Yeah, not in the
what's-
modern.
what somebody's wearing. I'm like, how are you wearing a vinyl record?
No.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, so I'm getting what I'm getting at is like, so let's say originally in the timeline that we know, it starts at the farm.
Sure.
Then sometime in that, there is a vinyl made, and then it gets locked into the vault. Mm-hmm. Then we see the what we saw in this one, and then it transfers from there to the cabin, and then we see the cabin parts. So it's part prequel because it has to make it from the barn to the vault.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
also a vinyl made of some of the things, and that's where I'm just trying to be cool.
no. I mean, well, but that's cool. That all makes sense to me. Yeah, but I also like the fact where it's like I don't know, none of it connects, and it because the Necronomicon is just how it is. It just I don't know. Who knows? I don't know when it falls into place. It'd be cool if the next one does try and maybe link them or something like that along the lines of that. Maybe, I don't know.
They played the story in between the farm and
Yeah,
the
they
bank.
could be. It could be.
Who
Maybe
knows?
we get to see the vinyl made in the next one. That would be
That's
cool.
what I'm. That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They've that's why those movies work so well. Is because there is so much lore and they to like the Necronomicon as a book itself, and they kind of breadcrumb things in. I'm glad that they do that because they're not like giving you 1,000 things that it can do in one. It's basically like, oh, it can summon this. Oh, well, it did that. Well, this guy used did this and made a vinyl out of it. And now this is happening. And now I just like all that. It's very cool.
It's not putting everything directly in front of you.
No.
Yeah, right. Where it's
Make
like,
you think.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like I don't even last night when right after the film I didn't even think about where does this one lie in the timeline that we
until
saw
just now.
Right, exactly. Where it's like we've had a day to digest the film and stuff. Where it's like, oh yeah, this is a cool part. Oh yeah, this is a cool part. And I think that kind of same thing with Renfield, where it's like, I've had a day to digest that film. It was a great film. And I think that does speak testaments to the films that we saw this weekend, where it's like, I want to talk about them. I think that makes it a good film.
Yeah.
Like I want to speculate on, where the timeline is and all that. So I had a great time watching it. It's a crazy way to end the night.
Yeah.
and it was a fun horror film, best horror film of 2023
For sure.
so far.
For sure.
So we'll see when Insidious Red Door or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah,
comes
that's
out.
right. We did see a trailer for that.
Keyhole.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
didn't
kidding.
look
I have no
terrible.
idea.
I don't think that
No.
that trailer. but
I've stopped
whatever.
watching the
Me too.
Insidious
I'd have to catch
shows.
up on them.
I'd have to watch them all.
Yeah,
back.
me too.
All of them.
Yeah.
Isn't
God.
what is there 3 right now, or is there 4?
Well, I think there's a lot. I think there's 5.
Five?
I think there literally is 5.
I didn't even watch the second one.
Yeah,
watched the first
I
one
think
because
I may have
liked
watched
the first one.
I may have watched 2. I may have watched 2 of them, and then I was like, I'm giving up.
Gotcha.
I'm done.
Oh.
So much shit's predictable.
Well, just
After
a
the
lot
first
of
one, I feel like I could have.
the
given you
second
the
one
plot
had a
for the
lot of
second one
like
if I-
like
If I
type
get
things,
you see like a lot of abrupt.
like jump
Jump
scare, like
scares.
bam.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I like thrillers way more than fucking jump scared.
Well, because you get I don't want to say tied in more or like more.
Well, like you got the anticipation,
Yeah.
and it's just like if it's gonna prolong it and it does it in the right way, you're just like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah.
oh fuck, and
Well,
you're just
now-
not just like,
a good
all right, cool.
thriller is in my opinion way more enjoyable than
Yeah.
than,
well, now the
than
jump scare
jump
too
scare
is so trope where you get the dissonant riser.
you can hear what's
audio
about
come
to
out,
fucking happen.
and then there you go. You can count the beats,
or you
of-
hear the like fucking rumble bass
Yeah.
in the background,
It's right, like I said, it's fucking predictable.
and then it'll go
Right.
completely quiet.
and then you'll get a high pitch
Yeah, and then
screaming goat.
or you'll hear like, "Mommy,
Screaming
mommy,
goat.
help
That's what it
me,
is.
help me." Yeah,
Whatever.
Turd
yeah.
sandwich.
Fresh. Yeah. Turdy sandwich.
What else we got?
I don't know. Well, let me get out of Evil Dead. That's it for Evil Dead. All right. Let's
We can
see.
probably find the one movie on the place that there's a trailer in here that I put both Guy Ritchie films.
Oh, okay.
We can probably find the one in a certain spot that we know of. And then
I'm
the
picking
other
up
one-
what you're putting down.
And then The Covenant. I don't remember the release date on that, but that's in theaters as well.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
And I believe
What's
both
the
of them are in
first
theaters.
one was Operation Fortune.
Operation Fortune. Yeah,
Gotcha. Well, yeah, let's start out with that.
we can do that, or we can do the. I took a screenshot of that. Bo is afraid.
Oh, yeah, yes. Which is another one that we have to see.
We also did the. We watched the trailer for this, and we all, I think,
Right.
equally were like, "Fuck yeah, this is gonna be dope as shit."
All about it.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So like, I
we all
saw
wanna see
this on Instagram, and I just fucking screenshotted it and sent it right over. Because,
Another A24 film.
Yeah.
Joker actor Joaquin Phoenix and Hereditary director Ari Aster's new movie, Beau is Afraid, had a recent surprise screening over the weekend. Fans getting to see the film weeks before release. Lucky. Early impressions have been posted on Twitter, and those who liked it really liked it, with multiple people stating it will be a film that fans and critics will be unpacking or trying to.
For years.
It's typical
I
Ari
love it.
Aster fashion, just like with Hereditary, and just like with Midsommar. This film probably is going to make you want to talk about it for months.
Yeah. That's
And that's
That's
what
what I
I
gathered as well.
enjoy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah.
What are the themes? What are the metaphors?
Yeah.
Are
I'm
there
very-
multiple?
I'm very excited to see it. I think it looks
Me as
really
well.
good, and I got to be honest with you. I think, at least for the last 3 years, A24 has been my favorite film studio to come out with
They do a
movies.
good job.
They really do. I think they handle indie film very well. I hope that they continue to do so and not get big multi-million-dollar crazy movie deals and shit,
Yeah.
because what they're doing now is working, and I need it to keep doing
Keep
going the
doing-
way it's going.
doing the damn thing. Yeah, so we can get into the other trailers. Let me
Toy.
I'll switch this real quick. I'll load it up. Yeah, I do want you to do that. Thank you.
Bob
You
Skidowski.
don't you get ahead of the horse?
The horse. The horse.
The cart's before the horse. All right.
The
It's
horse before the cards.
Oh, what am I doing?
Operation
Why am I looking up?
Fortune.
Shh.
So Jason Statham, Hugh Grant, Aubrey Plaza. Oh shit.
No, you're good.
Even
I
though
wanted
Green
to
Room.
play.
That's awesome, man.
Alrighty. Trailer
Operation
time, baby.
Fortune. This actually came out on the 3rd of March, I believe.
Oh.
So like it's already out. I didn't realize it. I didn't see anything about it. Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Hugh Grant. All good actors. I
Big
believe
names.
since Jason Statham's in it, it should be a high action movie.
Okay.
Because that's literally all he does.
Be interesting to see Aubrey Plaza in a high action movie.
But that's just my assumption. I haven't
Right.
seen this.
I got you. Well,
So,
let's roll.
Let's do it up.
As a private
Well,
contractor,
yep. High action.
you possess a unique set of skills.
That's a wild camera angle on that gun.
Blah blah.
You said it was clear.
I said the front was clear. Ah.
Front, back, right, wrong. Anyway, shall we? I have another job for you. So what we got?
It's kind of like a
Billionaire arms dealer.
different transporter-esque movie.
Faces up here, aren't there?
You can't catch this fish with conventional lures. I'm sorry? The lure being? Danny Francesco. The movie star. Greg Simmons' favorite movie star. And how do we get him? Blackmail. Who's to get?
Oh wow, there's a lot of people in this.
The world needs you for your
What is this?
greatest
Like,
role yet.
it's gonna be an action,
New manager. There's a sensitive and awkward situation
like
between you and
an
your
action detective blackmail.
With comedy.
Yeah.
They're quite evident. No need to be nervous.
Boom, boom, boom. No reason to be nervous.
You're an actor. Act.
Would someone pinch me, please? Is that Danny Francesco? What's next for you?
I'm playing a mysterious self-made billionaire.
You just described me. Shadow me. Do whatever I do. Whatever I do.
Whoever Greg was buying from was amongst you last night. I can get inside of them.
I hope you take them to dinner first before you get inside of them.
I think this is gonna be
Sexually.
Classic Aubrey Plaza.
I think this is gonna be good. I'm probably gonna end up watching this week.
Fortune. That That is a sexy name.
Cover's blown.
What do I do?
The movie star's gonna melt.
You stop Danny Francesco.
You stop Rick Simmons! You let me worry about that.
Oh my Gatling.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna shoot at them, Danny.
God damn it, Danny. Oh.
So you weren't seen by anyone? Yes. That's a yes. You weren't seen by anyone? Yes. Or a yes, you were seen by someone? Yes.
So what is your first hot take on that, Tyler?
For me,
Yes.
not into it.
Did you ever see The Gentleman?
I don't know.
Okay, because that movie, I got all up into that. I think it was pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'm not going to
This is
say
also
that it
not
looks
your
bad.
forte.
It's just
Film
I'm
as well.
not a Jason Statham fan. Every movie that he's in is the same thing,
This
and
one's gonna
I'm
be a little
just.
different with the comedic relief, thankfully. But
I mean, if I
So-
want that, I'll just watch Hobbs and Shaw. I'm
Yep.
just
Yeah.
not into this one.
unfortunately, Hobbs and Shaw.
So for me, I don't know. I feel like the trailer was cut weird in a
Weird.
way.
Yeah, I
Like-
feel the same.
I don't know what tone they were going for. I should say that.
Yeah, it
like
felt
there's
kinda-
action and then the comedy and then the action, and I get you have to have both, but it was just weirdly cut to a degree.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, so the way that looked like it was gonna run, if you've seen The Gentleman, I feel like it's gonna be like that. It had Matthew McConaughey in it.
No, I have not seen it.
Same director as this. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'll report back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was gonna say it just doesn't look like something.
I'm not saying
for me.
it's not worth watching.
Yeah,
Just,
no.
I'm a little confused as how the tone's going to be in the
I am
movie.
as well. But
But
I still think
it's
I-
it'll probably be all right.
personally it's gonna tickle my fancy.
There you go. It's right up your alley.
At the same time, I think as this thing was cut, Jason Statham didn't have to be, and it could have been somebody else.
Fair.
But to get a couple kind of big names in there, especially what kind of
It definitely has
what
a
kind of-
huge cast.
what
That's
kind
for
of, I
sure.
would say what kind of film it is.
Josh Hartnett in there.
I
Bugsy
feel like-
Malone.
Dude, I feel like they could have fucking hyped this up a little more.
Well, that's my thing is that I'm like I haven't heard about it. Didn't
Me
even
either.
know it came out.
It also probably it came out the same weekend. March 3rd. What else came out that weekend? I forget.
I don't know.
I forget.
Not Ant-Man.
Yeah, a movie looks better than Ant-Man. I was gonna say that's for sure.
And then as for me, this is another guy, Richie.
I'm a Jake Gyllenhaal fan.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
This is
Gyllenhaal.
this-
Whatever.
This is another Guy Ritchie film that I actually am very, very excited to see.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into it. One sec.
That's awesome, man.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
The
Covenant,
Covenant.
baby.
Big old Covenant. Let's
I'm
go.
very excited for this.
Gyllenhaal. The official trailer.
John, you have tallies approaching.
Uh-oh. Oh.
You still don't remember a thing.
I don't remember any of it.
I only remember the interpreter. Why you want this job?
I need the money.
Don't disappoint and turn out to be a pain in the ass.
No, not me, sir.
Money isn't the reason he wants this job.
It's Alabama killed his son.
Stop the vehicle, Sergeant.
Bit of a revenge mission here.
This road.
You're out of your bounds, Ahmed. You're here to translate.
Actually, I'm here to interpret.
Definitely filmed well,
You have tallies
for sure. A lot of cool camera work going on.
Gives me a Hurt Locker feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a Hurt Locker feel for sure. Jarhead.
Yeah. I think this one.
Oh,
there's
he's
soft.
save him.
There's your interpreter.
For 3 weeks, this family believed you were dead. We owe that man your life.
There wasn't enough for him to carry me across those mountains. Now he's hiding in a hole somewhere. I should be in that hole.
You could stand me up at the gates of hell.
Everything all right, John?
No, everything's not all right.
There is a hook in me. Ahmed and his family are in trouble.
We can't intervene.
I am gonna have to get him out myself.
Listen, you're gonna be alone.
Oh wow.
Anthony
Yeah.
Starr.
Wow, that's cool.
Use what you got.
Good to see him getting movie roles, man. He really deserves it.
You've become very popular with the Taliban.
I miss you. Love you, Daddy.
I don't think he would have got that far.
Free of this debt. I wouldn't be. You think I have a choice?
Oof. AC 130 above.
Yeah.
There is no choice.
No, I won't back down.
So I did.
The Covenant.
I did watch this trailer beforehand.
Okay.
And my first initial thought is this is gonna be like fucking 2 movies in 1 movie. So like you see him attached to, I guess, Jake Gyllenhaal's squad as an interpreter.
Right.
Right. Does the mission, gets it done, and then has this fucking, oh shit, it could be like 3 movies in 1. Gets Jake Gyllenhaal out, and then he's stuck there, and Jake Gyllenhaal has to get him back out. Get him out too. So it feels like it's almost like 3 fucking films in 1 movie. And I am a big military movie kind of guy, so I'm very excited to watch
2 hours and 5 minutes.
that movie is.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a longer burn.
That's just trying to see how much time they had to do, because they're
cram.
obviously gonna have to. It's like
Yeah.
that establishment, and then
Yeah.
then you have to get him, because you have to show why he'd be going back.
Exactly.
Right.
For said dude.
And he can't get like clearance because
Right. Well, exactly.
protocol. Stupid.
Of course.
Blackout on the AAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's filmed really well. I love like that. It's interesting how clean everything looks on the camera in each shot, especially for being in the desert and stuff. Pretty awesome. Anthony Starr being in it, very cool.
Yeah.
Love to see
I wanna
him
know,
getting
I wanna
some
know
stars.
how much he's in that.
Well,
It
yeah.
looks
Either
like he's
way, I'm
more or less like a.
I just want to see him in more stuff. I think
me
he's a really good actor, and I'm very stoked to see him getting more roles. Big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. But yeah, this is another one for me where this is a not gonna see this one for me. I'm not a big military movie guy. I don't.
But you saw the Extraction trailer and you said you think you might like it.
Yeah, because that looks like that one. It's done by the Russo brothers. The trailer was way better than that, in my opinion, and I just think it looks more action packed. This is more of a drama story type thing. And Extraction 2, you're gonna see Chris Hemsworth just fucking massacre people.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see that in this film.
I mean, it's different tone.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. This is more realistic. Extraction 2 is way more superhero, like, I don't know. It just looked more, like I said, superhero-esque.
I think you were on point with the the Hurt Locker type
Yeah.
feel and aspect of things for sure.
Like take for instance like a movie like Black Hawk Down.
That's because in Hurt Locker you had fucking Hawkeye and you had Falcon.
Yeah, I mean, but even things like Jarhead, Black Hawk Down, and everything. I mean, they're okay movies. I didn't like them though.
I like
was just
Jarhead.
Like, okay, who cares?
I like Jarhead and I like Black Hawk Down.
That's what I'm saying. They're just not. They're just not my. I don't.
Right.
But if that's your lane, it's going to satisfy it.
Bro,
100%.
if you like military movie, if you were like
Like I said,
Top
that's
Gun
going-
Maverick hype on that and everything, I think this is definitely in the
That's
lane.
definitely gonna take one of my
100%. 100%. I mean, same thing with the other one. I mean, if you're into that kind of shit, it looks good. Like,
By
sure.
all means.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess no, we got 2. We'll do this one next. Why not? Open that up and bloop bloop. Hey, don't continue.
Oh, dude. Now this
Shit looks yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
Trailer time,
we
baby.
shall see.
That's awesome, man.
Alrighty.
Did you guys see True Detective season 1?
I have not.
Oh,
I have not. I've
fucking
heard
up,
it's. I
man.
heard it's
it's
good.
very
I've
good.
heard
Matthew
it's good.
McConaughey, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
starring in that one. And then Matthew McConaughey is the director, basically, behind every season of this. So,
Gotcha.
last season had Mahershala Ali and Colin Farrell in it.
Right.
So good.
So this
Ending was
is-
a little bit, but
This is the third season then?
correct.
Okay. I couldn't tell if this was like somewhat of a spin-off or what, just with the title, like not season 2.
So,
it's,
well, yeah. So every True Detective season every season is its own story now.
Right. Was the second season titled something different then?
I think it may have just been called True Detective season 2.
That's where I was.
I'm not
didn't
sure.
even know if this was like a
Yeah.
spin-off, but either way, let's
True
roll
Detective Night
it,
Country, baby.
HBO original, or should I say Max?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, there it is. This is Max.
This looks like Fargo.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm proud. Jodie Foster.
Jodie.
Sometimes they find it. I'm working on this case. These men disappeared 48 hours ago.
John Wick.
It was the last sunset before the long night.
Wow, look at that shot.
They went out
Damn.
to watch it. It was a weather event.
No, I'm treating this like a murder case.
She's probably gonna kill it in this role, dude.
How scared do you have to be to run out in the ice without any shoes?
Crime scene. No more fucking around.
Damn.
Think I want to work with you? Take a look in the mirror. No one can stand you.
We're just gonna do this one thing. Work together to close this case. And that's it for the two of us.
Yes, it is.
God, dude, they do this in every True Detective. I love
You
it.
really wanna believe in miracles?
We ain't got shit. We don't have anything.
Sure you're up for this? It's the third day of dark and it's already getting weird.
It's getting crazy.
This is Ennis. Some questions just don't have answers.
Yeah, man.
The night country. It takes us one by one.
It's crazy the shit we survive.
No.
Is this going to be a week by week release?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they'll
Okay.
do,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was just curious.
they'll do week to week. I gotta be honest, man. Crazy seeing this shit on like I don't know where they are, but Alaska, I guess.
I
but
mean, maybe
Makes sense.
somewhere, but
Somewhere cold.
That's what I'm saying. Like the last,
Could be on
so
one of the
the
lakes.
first season is
They're in
basically
Burbank, California, on a soundstage.
First season is in basically New Orleans. Then the second season is in some city. So it's very cool. to
No,
see
really?
Some
dude?
city, bro.
But it's in like an actual city.
Is there a town in the city?
Shut the
Is there a
fuck up.
city in the town?
Is the city in a country?
Is there a county and a city?
Whatever.
Imagine.
Or
Well, you
is it
guys
a-
would know
or is
because
it
you
a
bums
borough?
both didn't watch it. So
Or is it a
Dude.
borough?
What is it on Dagobah, dude? What planet is this on?
It's on Tatooine, dude.
fuck you guys.
Tatooine frozen.
Anyway, so it's cool to see that the locations changed again. I'm
Hmm?
glad. I hope that that's like a reoccurring theme in each
If
season
you,
of this.
let's say, if you look at the timeline, then well, yes, it's probably going to be another place the next season. And
Probably.
another place the next season.
A
Yeah,
whole
Probably
nother
gonna be-
city.
It's probably going to be another city.
Hopefully. Oh my god.
Maybe even a cul-de-sac.
I'm definitely interested in
I
this
don't know.
one.
Maybe an apartment building
Oh yeah.
It could. It could Evil Dead
in
Rising.
a city.
Yeah. Next one will be up my ass. So.
Could be on a farm.
Yep.
Or a couple.
Dude, they better have an igloo up there. Tell you what.
Yeah, it looks cool though. This looks dope.
Yeah.
Coming this year, so no title or no date, no tentative date.
No
on
title
it.
yet,
No
dude.
title either. No.
Don't even know
True
what
Detective
project
Night
is.
Country. It's
Jeez.
cool.
I mean, I'll be going back and I will watch the first two.
I'd down to watch
seasons
the first two. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
I
definitely
will.
recommend it. Yep.
On our series watch list.
Yeah, for real.
How many episodes do you remember? Do you recall?
I
You
can
don't
look
have
it
to
up
look
real quick.
was
If I
just
had to
curious.
guess, I'd say like 8.
I would too.
Right?
I think it might be 10 to be honest.
They probably
Think.
like 40-minute episodes, or are they
No,
like hours?
they're hour long
Nice.
episodes. They're
Chunky boys.
the first season is insanely good though.
Yeah.
So. Oh wait, no, sorry. They have I'm tripping. This is season 4. So season 1 is Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey in New Orleans.
Right.
Second season is Colin Farrell in, I think, New York or something like that, or they meet in New York or something along the lines of that. And it's him and Vince Vaughn, which is Vince Vaughn in it is really surprised me in the series. He's like a crime boss. I was like, what the fuck? But he was really good in it. So Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn. And then the third season is Mahershala Ali.
Gotcha.
So
Nice.
but I would definitely recommend anybody that is into cop like type things where it's like really realistic. If you like The Wire, watch those. They're very good TV shows. Or We Own This City. If you like that show too, watch True Detective stuff. It's very good. Matthew McConaughey in it, and Woody Harrelson's performances in the first season are just they're insane.
So I'm sure Jodie Foster's gonna bring it.
Yeah, but I mean, from what I saw, she looks like she's gonna do really well. I'm excited.
Whenever you say Jodie Foster, I think of Jane Foster.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Yep. I got cancer. Shit. Oh God.
Big rip.
New
Speaking of cancer,
yeah.
No.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see. But
I think we as a podcast are very worried about anything that comes out in Marvel Universe now. So
yeah.
So hopefully Guardians is good.
Hopefully Guardians just doesn't get attacked by like centipedes or something.
I mean, I'd like to say it has the James Gunn shield around it, but don't know. I mean, I feel like
nothing is safe anymore.
Parts are gonna not be good.
Yeah, probably.
And I would say those would probably be the studio parts. But the James Gunn story and with Rocket and all that, I feel like it's going to be delivered well.
Probably.
If I had to.
If anybody is questioning why I'm so speculative, I would say Guardians Holiday Special. That's all I got to say. Don't care what anybody else says.
Again, I feel like that's a lot studio. Even though James Gunn did it.
Just saying. That's the last thing we got from them.
Whatever. So we'll get into this Guardians thing.
Sure.
This is just a clip. This isn't even a trailer.
Right.
That's awesome, man.
All right. Let's get into this.
I was gonna say, play it either way.
I miss you
Okay.
so much. And maybe if you open yourself up to it, there's a possibility.
I don't think so, Quinn.
Damn.
Quill.
Jeez, whiz.
I don't think so.
Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Peter, you know this is an open line, right?
What?
We're listening to everything.
Okay.
is painful.
And you're just telling me now?
We were hoping it would stop on its own.
The Power Rangers, Teletubbies.
Blue! For the blue suit!
Oh, no.
Blue is the open line for everyone.
What?
Orange is for blue.
Yellow is for green. Green is for
Oh,
red.
God.
Red is for yellow.
No, yellow is for yellow. Green is for red. Red is for green.
I don't think so.
Try it then.
You were right.
Okay, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Right,
I mean,
It's out Cinco fucking de Mayo.
without
Yeah, it's true.
Without context, having like a minute long jokey joke lines like that is pretty good. So, Discord's popping off.
It is. I'll find it and put it in there.
What?
Getting a trailer recommendation from Discord.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And apparently you'll have a reaction to it, so.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah,
cool.
I'll get that in here. Oh, here it is, boy. Okay.
Right down Tyler's alley. Oh, God.
I'm
this
sure.
term was up.
You right down, left, up, right.
When I see Welcome to Derry, I think of immediately. I go to fucking.
Wait, what? The Welcome to Derry trailer's out?
Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, that's cool. That's on. I think that's going to be on HBO, isn't it?
We'll find out here what it is.
I didn't know they dropped that. Good shit.
Thank you, Chet. Thank you.
Yeah,
Chet.
thank you, chat.
We'll pop that up right now. Actually.
Damn. Wonder when that came out.
I don't know.
Well, hold on. BH
5 months
trailers,
ago.
bro. No, this.
Yeah, this is
So I'm gonna let you know this right now, chat. That this trailer is cap.
Trailers cap.
BH trailers, bro. 1,000 subs. This is cap. This is a fake trailer, bro.
Damn, got him again.
Come on, chat.
When I hear that name, it makes me think of Letterkenny.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got him.
we got him.
We got him. Damn.
This is not real.
Got him again.
I mean, thumb through it. Just it's. I
It
can
was
tell you
out 5
already.
months ago,
It's
it only
not.
has
It's 11
25K.
comments on it, bro. Come on now. What are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
that's
This is all shots from chapter 2 of it.
Funhouse. Yeah. There's
Come
nothing in it,
on, man.
Damn.
Come on, man.
That clickbait, bro.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
God damn, they got 1 view out of us.
Technically, yeah.
Exactly.
Come on,
Oh
chat. You
my
gotta be
God.
better than that, bud.
Setting up to fail. Yeah, so I mean that's it for trailers. We got one little other thing that we can throw up there as far as
Okay.
news is related. I got it scrolling in the scrolly, but there
Oh
we go.
yeah, here we go.
Your
Jonathan
boy.
Major.
Talent agency.
Dropped by the talent agency, baby. So, and I've heard that Disney is indeed in talks to replace Kang as of right now.
So didn't we say that? We said that last week too, right?
We
were
did.
talking- yeah.
A lot of people were telling me, at least, that I told all that and everything. They said, well, the MCU's not going to drop them. I said, they don't have to.
Right.
They don't have to drop them. They'll just recast Kang, call him a variant, bada bing, bada boom,
Yeah.
baby.
That's what happens when you
And they
introduce the
opened that
multiverse
they
so
opened that
fucking
door
soon.
up.
Oh yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
And the beauty of it is the thing about that's good for Disney for it is if the allegations come out in court and people look over the facts and it comes out that he's not guilty, bada bing, bada boom, send him back in, baby.
Yeah, as long as
Get a
it's
new
before
talent
filming
agent,
for
say-
Kang Dynasty and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No
100%, because they don't have a film yet for Kang Dynasty.
Right.
They don't got no film.
No.
No
They don't
way.
even, they don't even got a script. bro.
Bruh, you're telling me.
They
Yeah.
got a poster. That's about it.
So
I don't know if they
we,
have a thought.
so we were talking about
Well, they have Kang Dynasty.
we were talking about last week who would play Kang. Who haven't they used yet in the MCU that they could cast to play Kang?
And we had a couple.
We did have a couple. Some of them were trolly. What's up, Real King Chaos? What up?
Will Smith, right?
Real
Was
King Chaos
troll.
said Stone kind of cute though. So
Oh,
shout out to you.
baby.
Mike?
So we came up
Another
with,
Mike.
we had, I think the actual celebrity that the only one that we could think of last week was Will Smith. That they
Chris
they
Rock.
haven't. Yeah,
Tracy Morgan,
Chris Tucker,
Chris
Ice
Tucker.
Cube,
Ice Cube,
Exhibit.
Ice Cube, Exhibit. Oh my
Remember
god,
Method,
Ice-T.
Method Man?
Method Man was another one. Yeah.
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 So one that we actually came up with yesterday that might actually not per se work, but something that I was like, huh, they haven't used this guy in the MCU at all. They could actually use it and it could work is John Boyega, who played Finn in Star Wars. I don't think he'll come back to Disney, but
I did see an article that talking to him for this sequel. he might need that money, dude.
I knew it.
I mean, when you drop dollars in front of people, obviously.
Well, but that's the thing is
Dangle
like
that money,
I loved Finn. I want him to come back and be a cool character and stuff. Like I hate what they did to Finn, but I like John Boyega and I liked Finn's character.
I don't want them to have like a pitch to him where they're like, yeah, we know we gave you, a terrible go at things in the last movie, in my opinion. Like they didn't flesh his character out the way it should have been. They'd be like, we'll redeem you in the new.
If I was John Boyega, I would have two stipulations if I came back. I would say one, when I come back, I'm
Keep
coming
my
back.
wife name out your motherfucking mouth.
When I come back, I'm coming back as a Jedi. You guys aren't gonna fucking tell. You
they
not gonna
dangled those
cock
powers in
tease,
front of-
right? You're not gonna cock tease the audience. And when I come back, I'm a Jedi. Number two, you ain't shrinking my fucking photo on the poster for China, you dumb bitches.
Well.
fuck you. That's what I would say. If I was
That's-
John Boyega, that's my two stipulations. I'd say I want to be a Jedi, And you're not going to shrink me down when you're not shrinking nobody else down, bitch.
I don't know if they'll go for that, though.
Yeah, well, then bye-bye. Say bye to your franchise because I'm not coming back then. Fuck
I mean,
you.
just look at Victoria Alonso. It's the same deal.
Oh, I know.
I'm not shrinking the sign because, Kuwait. And
that was one of the things that they did to him that I thought was fucked up. I was like, nah, fuck that.
I
That's
understand
fucked.
that. But then it from that business side. Now, China's ultimately in the wrong for that.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Why are we appeasing them? Why are we catering to them?
Well, because you have to look at the market. Like, it is semi a business decision.
I
you
get
are
it.
propagating it by doing that.
I get it.
For
I know.
sure.
I know.
But
I know they give you money. I get it. I understand. I'm just saying, if I was him as a human being, I would be like, you are not making me smaller than anyone else. I'm gonna be,
of course,
like the OG poster that I saw. I'm big up on that shit. What the hell? Like, you're not doing that again. No, it was embarrassing.
I know.
And it ruined my
It's the same Black Panther. They have
the
they
mask
have
on.
the mask on.
Yeah.
Now
that's
that's
dumb.
It's dumb, but you could work around that. Like, he wears the mask. Like, it makes sense.
Well, right,
They didn't make
yeah.
Black Panther smaller on his own poster.
That's what I'm saying, man. Is like they a Black Panther thing, cool, whatever. You put the mask on it, at least it's still Black Panther. The John Boyega shit on the Force Awakens poster and shit. It's like, come on, bro. Like, why? You need a magnifying glass to see him on the poster. It's so stupid.
And all to be not fair, I guess, but he is not the main character. So another rationalization that they can do it now. They just shouldn't have done it. You have one poster, have it be that poster. It
He
is
was
that.
second lead in that film, man. Like, at least in Force Awakens. Not in Force Awakens.
No, not in Force Awakens. You're right. You're right.
In Force Awakens, you open in that film on Finn, man.
It's true.
Like, so I just think they did him dirty. So
I'm not going to disagree with you.
I'd like to see him as Kang. I think he'd do a good job, but I'm like, bruh, come on now.
What about Idris Elba?
Already used him. Can't be him.
Yeah.
He's Heimdall.
Fuck, we did say that.
Yep.
I always, like I said it last
It's
time.
true.
I said it
That's
last
what I'm
time
saying.
too.
They've
I always
used,
forget that he's
they've
fucking.
used so many good actors that I'm like, bro,
I'm still over here thinking.
I don't think there is any other than like Will Smith, like the troll ones that we said, and like
those are all troll.
And John Boyega, Will Smith is the only realistic ones, I think.
I thought Will Smith was a troll too.
Well, it's a troll. It's a troll, but it's not something that I would put past Disney to cast him in.
I would say he's already played a superhero though.
What?
He was Hancock.
It's not. It's not Disney. It's not Marvel or Disney.
It's not MCU.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but that's
he's
what
already played a superhero. It's all right. Never mind, dude. I was just trying to make it funny.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking give yourselves a haircut right over your head. My bad.
I tried. I can't.
It'll just knock your headphones off.
Just end up like that girl in Evil Dead, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, the girl gets scalped. Yeah.
Cool
I don't know. When it comes to Kang and recasting him, I mean, I like Jonathan Majors as Kang. I really do. But if it comes out that he's guilty, I'm like, get him out. Get him out of there.
Right. For me, it's somewhat of the like immediate got a distance.
I mean, the fact that they haven't dropped him to me is like, okay, it's a step in the right direction. It's not a Johnny Depp complex again on paper, but yeah, I mean, like with you recasting him and stuff, yeah, I mean, the implication 100%. Is still there, like that your company isn't backing you, especially your talent agency. And who's to say that his talent agency and Disney and other films that he's attached to, other corporations and stuff, who's to say that they don't know already the outcome? Who's to say that they're like, oh wait, he's guilty? All right, well we won't drop him, but we'll fucking recast him. Because if we drop him, it's gonna make our company look bad.
Imagine one of the allegations came from the talent agency. Because we don't know who's made the allegations yet, right?
Apparently, more people are coming out.
Yeah,
to the DA. Obviously, yes, being enticed by that talent agency or the film studio to be like, we need more solid backing to say our decision is correct.
None of the shit would have happened if his lawyers didn't try to get ahead of it and release the text messages that the alleged victim sent to Jonathan Majors, because as soon as they released those text messages, it made everything worse for him. Everything worse, because the text messages back to him
looked like a trained text message.
If you read them bubble for bubble, it does not look good.
Shouldn't have taken his phone.
Not look good. Right, yeah. It does not look good. I mean, yeah. It just looks like an abusee being like, I love you, please don't, leave me. So I don't know. I don't know what happens. He goes to court in May. So maybe we'll figure out some stuff out then.
Well, yeah, and you definitely will. Because
maybe we'll
supposedly,
Kevin Feige
according
some
to
stuff out
the defense, there is a video that shows
like security camera footage.
No, it was in an Uber.
Oh,
so apparently, I'm guessing some kind of either dash cam video. You also have the Uber driver as a witness, so they'll have to testify.
Interesting.
So there should be
factual evidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of just
speculation,
allegations,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
And that's
hearsay.
Again,
100%.
that is why he hasn't been dropped by Disney or Marvel yet, is because if he was, it would be another Johnny Depp scenario where he goes, I worked with you for this long, fuck you guys, you're not backing me at all, and it turns out that Johnny Depp was in the right.
Yep.
Factually.
Or Jonathan Majors would be
Right.
potentially
Yeah,
in
and
the,
then
who
it
knows?
would make Disney look even more foolish because everybody already gives them enough shit with the Johnny Depp thing being like, you didn't
and you
back
already
your act.
ruined your timeline. If you do recast and shoot before that,
You're done. You're done. Phase 4 and 5, beat. Everything up to Kang Dynasty, beat. Just done. Because you set him up to be the big bad.
100%.
And if we get, I don't know, Carl Winslow as Kang, when he comes out.
Marlon
looking
Wayans.
or Marlon Wayans as Kang. I mean, it's not going to look, it's not going to be
Wayne Brady.
as crazy.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady?
Oh,
That's a good one. It's a good one.
Just dancing on him, dude. Shuffling. That'd be a whole new variant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so yeah, we'll see
Cast
what happens.
everybody we just said.
The one variant is just an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh my god! They got Colin Mockery and Ron Stiles
As variants of Kang.
No,
They're all just variants doing Whose Line is Kang.
you get Colin as a
Whose Kang
version
is it
of
anyway?
MODOK.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Whose Kang is it anyway?
Whose Kang
is it anyway?
And
And they're performing in the middle of the Council of Kangs.
yeah.
Oh my god.
The points don't matter. The universes don't matter. Which one?
Drew.
The plot doesn't matter.
Drew Kangy.
Kang Carey.
Kang Carey
That's
show.
better.
The
Kang Carey show. That's way
with Kang
better.
Mockery and Ryan Kang.
Then you got Kang Feud.
Kang Feud.
Oh, Steve Harvey. That would be a good
Oh
one.
yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, well,
Kang Harvey.
I mean, that's one of those things where we'll see. Obviously, every week we'll probably be checking in on this and reporting if we hear anything new back. If anyone in chat hears anything and you don't hear us talk about it, please bring it up in chat because we'll look it up right then and there and verify. I like reporting on this kind of stuff. I think that as a Marvel fan and MCU fan, this is major fucking news for us. So we'll see where it goes. I hope the best for Jonathan Majors. I hope that the allegations are false. But if they are not, again, I'm on the hill of get him out of there. If they're real allegations and if there's factual evidence that stacks up against him where he is a shitty person, get him out. Get him out.
Yep.
We can
got
deal
time
with a
for
new
that.
Kang. I can deal with a Kang variant if justice is being served.
True.
So I'm cool with that.
You're right.
Agreed. Just to touch on it because we're running on time here. And I'm not gonna bring up an article about it or whatever, but it's in the ticker. Charges dropped on Alec Baldwin. He's free man. He's good to go. He's acting. He's good.
Who?
Alec Baldwin. No charges. Charges dropped. 100%. He's a walking man. He's apparently going to be playing himself in the next movie that he's playing in. That's what I seen. And there you go.
That's pretty fucked. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty messed up.
Now I don't know if that means that the armor is getting the full brunt of the charges, but
I would assume so.
Unless everything is just dropped, and don't know. But either way, something to keep an eye on. But he's a walking man. He's cool. He's chilling. So yeah, it's not much else you can say.
Well,
that.
yeah, I mean, the only thing I could say is if you're a celebrity and you're gonna do a movie with him, make sure it's not an action film.
Make sure
That's all
your
I'll
gun's
say.
loaded.
Make sure it's like a sci-fi film with laser guns.
Some with green screen. Something with green screen and tennis balls, man. I would not. I'm sorry, man, but I would not trust that motherfucker at all. I don't.
Apparently, there's already been footage now, like going back, reshooting for Rust. He's holding guns again.
Good on.
Of
you,
course,
man.
even you have to for the movie, but
Yeah, but yeah. Whatever.
Well,
that's crazy. I'll say this: karma's a bitch, and you'll get it. Karma's a bitch, and you'll get it, Alec Baldwin. Fuck
yeah, we'll see.
Rotten hell, bitch.
We shall see.
Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Alec Rise.
Evil Alec Rise. Hey, watch Renfield. Watch Evil Dead. Give us a likey and subby on our YouTube channel.
Yes, do that, please.
Thanks
Hit that
for
like
joining
button, subscribe.
us for episode 15 of Roach Room.
Definitely.
We really appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody that supports us. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up, ring the bell for notifications for when we premiere new videos.
Yeah, if you on Twitch, give us a follow, subscribe if you're so inclined there.
Yes, sir. Remember, if you got Amazon Prime, you can sub to our Twitch channel for free. For free, and you get your
might
own.
not even know if you have it.
Exactly.
That's true.
You
That's
get your
true.
own Roach Room podcast emotes that we work so diligently
They
on.
were so much fun to do.
So enjoy.
Need to dabble into that. I need to see what we have to do.
Oh, it's
cool.
easy, man. I can show you how to do it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
easy.
They're fun to
So
do.
easy.
Cool,
They are very fun to do, and if you have After Effects, Photoshop, whatever, so easy.
We
So
got
easy.
it,
yes,
boy.
sir.
Also, if you're looking for something sweet to drink, give you some energy, Dubby. Oh, there we go, Dubby. 10% off your order with RRP coupon code, and get hydrated.
Get hydrated, baby. Jitterless free or
You'll get Dracula powers without
Jitter-free.
having to eat the bugs. We'll say that.
Jitter free, baby. Jitter free.
Good times.
Do
Good
the
times.
jitterbug.
Jitterbug. You know it. But yeah, okay. Until next time,
Yes, sir.
everybody. We'll catch you later.
See you guys.
See ya. Peace.
Enjoy your week.
Where's the time machine? Where is anything? Where?
Please don't go. It's great having you here.